3, 2, 1. The stream is now live. Okay, Panda. So ask that question.
First one.
Yes. In like 2 days. Haven't streamed in 2 days. So ask your question away from before. Okay. You got your custom role. Do you like it on Discord?
Yeah.
That's the last time I talked to you 30 days ago.
Well, there's one thing.
Okay, you asked about YouTube content. Don't worry. Just don't add Twitch. Just YouTube.
How would I actually upgrade anything?
Okay, so before, let's give context. The current person I'm talking to is Panda. He is a YouTuber, and I'm gonna show his channel right here. So we're giving context to the discussion, so you know if it makes sense. Can you send me your channel link, Panda, in Discord or Twitch? Hello, Gender Cat. Welcome to the stream. Skyscape, thank you for the 3-month sub. Very much appreciated. Streak Puggers, let's go. Thank you so much. Today, we're going to be doing just chatting discussion on how to grow on Twitch and YouTube for the first 2 hours. Then I'm going to stop streaming to take a break to make a YouTube video about Muck. Then I'll be playing Town of Us in Among Us and Goose Goose Duck. That's gonna be tonight's stream. So tonight is
2 hours.
right now I will be doing just chatting. I will, not just you, but everyone in the chat. So just chatting for 2 hours. You and anyone in the chat, because I have a lot of things to talk about on how to grow on YouTube and Twitch. Hype indeed. EOM Craft Live says, nice, that's awesome. Can you wait a sec? Yeah, sure, I'll wait. I will wait. If you want to join in and talk to me, let me know. I will love to talk to you in the Discord. Today, we are in the just chatting section. So I will be in the subscriber chat in my Discord, giving subscriber the early access so they can talk to me first. And once I'm done with subscriber, once I'm done with priority, then I'll go into the main chat where everyone can talk to me. So Panda is a YouTuber that uploads TapG content. He's a tap.
Mostly.
Yeah. No, right now your channel is mostly TapG with a few Get Really Smart video. So I would say you are a gaming channel. Would you say you're a gaming channel? I would say, okay, so a gaming channel, funny moments channel, and TapG focus channel, because you don't upload variety. I would say you're just TapG, okay? So here's the definition for your target audience, for your channel's main demographic, okay? So it's TapG. TapG stands for totally accurate battleground. Is that it? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that game is a free game on Steam. So, and you're going for a compilation type of video, funny moments, and you're doing not just by yourself. You're doing content with Cryoli. So it's not a solo channel. It's a collaborative. It's a collab channel. Okay. Okay, so now we have the basic down. We have the basic description of what your channel is about. Now let's talk about your target audience. How about you tell me about your target audience? Who do you think your target audience is? Who's your target audience?
Well, I like it when they're there to watch and not there to complain about what I'm actually doing.
Oh,
If I'm uploading and they're complaining, is there a problem with what I'm uploading, or is a problem with what they're listening to?
okay. One extra very important thing I want to mention to everyone watching. Panda is not new to YouTube. Panda knows what he's doing, but he does not want to grow his channel to make a living off of it. It would be nice to get a lot of viewer, but he is not trying to be a professional YouTuber. He's doing this as a hobby, not a job. So don't take anything that I said like too seriously. It's just gonna be opinion based. And hello, Hidivi. I'm a gaming channel, you laugh, you lose channel. I'll talk about you once I'm done talking about Panda, okay? EOM Craft Live. I will go one example at a time because I will diagnose, analyze your channel, and give you advice to grow your channel. So what Panda is saying, let's say for your newest video, let's take your newest YouTube video, for example, okay? So people in the comment section says the first word is, nothing to do with the video. So those are hate speech, hate comment. Just remove them. They don't add anything to the YouTube video. They don't mean anything. You're not trying to. They don't give you feedback on the video. So just ignore them or just remove them. Does that make sense? Okay. So you're talking about. So the question you asked was, the people who hate your video that are giving good criticism feedback, and you are worried about your editing. So do you have a exact reason to worry about your editing? Why are you worried about your editing?
Well, I want more audience retention.
You want more? Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that down. You can add that to Echo quote. Yeah. Just I have a lot of quotes, so I'm gonna write that down. Audience. Yeah. Keep saying.
Well, I want them to be there to watch something funny.
To
not
watch
something that's just going to be boring 1 minute through.
Not something that's gonna be boring.
I don't want repetitive. They're just making constant jokes isn't actually going to keep audience attention.
Okay. So okay, that makes sense. So that's your worry. You worried that your editing it's not funny enough, it's not captivating enough to keep the audience watching for like a long periods of time. Is that correct?
Yes.
Retention.
Also, Echo,
Yeah.
number 7 is, hold on, let me mark that down.
Hold on, let me mark that down. Yes, that's a good quote. I do a lot of that. Yes, I literally just said that. I'm just saying I'm gonna write that down. Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. Hold on, I'm gonna mark that down. Okay. So it's not about me right now. It's all about my viewer, my everyone, EL Craft and Hidi. If you want to join in, go into my Discord. So let me give you my opinion of the answer. Everything that I'm saying is just from my experience, my perspective. So not everything that I say will be correct. Not everything that I say will apply to you in particular, because like I said, it has a lot of different variable. It is going to be very different between everyone. They have their own style. They have their own growth. Something that might work for me might not work for you, vice versa. Something that works for you might not work for me. So it's all gonna be experimental based. Does that make sense? You have to experiment to figure out if it works for you or not. If that makes sense, then yeah.
One thing though. So I have one about myself. Is whenever I use scripts, I never want to be myself.
If you use script, you never want. Why is that? Why is that?
I like being me as me when I'm not trying to record that. When I'm somebody else, it's a lot easier to get in that role.
Are you saying?
If I'm being myself, it's harder to work on.
Okay, so are you saying that you would do scripted content or you wouldn't do scripted content?
I would do scripted content if it was narrative or was anything like that. But being myself with a script, like say, oh, well, now you're this and this, all right. But if now you're yourself, well, now I'm having trouble. To display myself like that is not something I like to do.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a quick diagnose of what you want right now. Okay. So what you want is audience retention. That's your goal. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. You do not want growth on your channel. You want more audience retention, which has to do with a lot of factors. The main factor is the topic of video. So your channel is totally accurate battleground. So tap G. And you want to do funny compilation or funny moment, or do you want to branch out to something else or write it down?
I want the audience to at least enjoy watching the videos. I don't care if I grow. I don't care if I gain money from it. I just want them to enjoy the video.
Okay.
If that doesn't happen, then something needs to change.
Yes, that's basically what's going on. No one is enjoying your video. Your retention rate is very bad. Can you tell me the exact time for the new video? So your newest video, what's the retention rate? It's a 6 minute, 50, 30 seconds video. What's the average retention? Could be 1 minute, could be 2 minutes. Give me the thing and I'll tell you the percentage. So after you're done with that, I'll ask you the second question. Because you said, yeah.
For the last video I uploaded for Ashneer, it was like
Ashneer in a nutshell. Yeah, 6 minute, 30 seconds. What's the average retention rate? Okay. He does funny content, funny compilation or entertainment.
for all of it together.
Yep, average all of them because it's not one viewer, it's everyone.
I'd say about 33. Well, from it being up, 33 minutes.
What?
It's my most watch time video.
So most watch time video.
So about 33 seconds in, and then I stop watching.
So their retention is about 30 seconds in. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So 30 seconds retention average for the newest video.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna. The goal here is to try to get it to 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. Is that possible? Do you think you can do that with a little bit of work? It will take some time. You think it's possible from 30 seconds to 300? Yeah.
But something else to notice.
Yeah. Okay.
The average view duration now is 1 minute to 4 seconds, so I'm not confused.
Average view
That's how long it is.
duration is 130. 1 minute 30 to 90 seconds, correct? Okay, 90 seconds. Okay. So before I forget what I was going to ask, are you only going to do funny compilation or do you have bigger plans?
I have bigger plans, but those plans can't happen until I start making money.
Okay.
Money will come from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Support the channel and other things.
Okay, so what I'm seeing from your channel is that it is gaming, so it's very niche, if that makes sense. It's niche. You have a target audience of gamer, but you're not utilizing the YouTube tool correctly to get more retention. It's not more discoverability because you don't want that. You want more retention. So you want to use the YouTube tools. I'll talk about that after I talk about the main problem. So your main concern is with the videos editing on how to captivate the viewers' attention. So that's what you're trying to improve on. Making the video more entertainment, more enjoyable, funnier, so people don't click off the video. So,
Yeah.
okay, here's the first suggestion, first thing that I come up with: YouTube Shorts. You ever heard of it? YouTube Shorts. It's less than 60 seconds.
I'm not using YouTube Shorts.
Can you tell me why?
That's a cheap way to get views.
No. I'm not telling you to use YouTube Short to get views. I'm telling you to make YouTube Short to practice for your longer 6-minute video. Okay? I'm just gonna give you an example so you can imagine it right now. Okay? Think of your 6-minute video. Okay? A 6-minute video. But think of it in a YouTube Short chunk. So YouTube Short is like for mobile phone, it's vertical. So don't think about the vertical part. Think about it in like a very small chunk that makes sense in context and out of context. So you have that video, one clip lasts about 30 to 60 seconds, could be even more than that if you want to drag it out. So you have a portion of the video split into multiple parts, and then you can have multiple clips, multiple parts pieced together into making one video. It's like what you do with the compilation, multiple clips in one video. Does that make sense? So that's what I mean when I say YouTube Short. Think about a video as a separate part, which you already know when you do the compilation. It's a very easy thing, but I'm explaining to the other viewer as well, the basics. So I'm not telling you to go and make YouTube shorts to get more views. I'm telling you to practice thinking about the video as a YouTube short to piece it together to make a longer video that is more engaging. The second thing that I would suggest is your video, it's not very focused. You know what I mean? Do you know? Not very focused.
Focus on like a joke or a goal.
On like a joke or a go, yes, there's no focus, so it's improv. You know what I mean? Your jokes are all improv, things that happens in the game that is funny if it is in context. If you think about it without the context, it doesn't make sense. So someone doesn't play that game, it isn't funny to them. It isn't going to be something that they would watch. Most people who click on your video, if you know your target audience, will be the people who play that game, know what the game is about, or have a lot of experience in that game. There won't be new player to that game, so they don't know why that joke is funny, why it hits hard.
Should I be trying to explain the game at the start of it, or?
No, you're not that kind of channel, so don't. No, don't need to explain the thing. But basically what I'm telling, think about it like this. What would you say is funny to you? Well, everyone has a different sense of humor. So what do you find funny?
Depends.
Yeah, that makes sense. It depends. But let's just say let's go for your newest video, for example, okay? Let's watch your newest video for like the first few minutes.
Yikes.
It's going to be cringy, I know, but that's the point. We need to improve. We need to improve your video. That's what you want. You want to improve your editing. So that's what I'm trying to help. So I need to watch it with the viewer to let them figure out the problem and analyze it.
Not like this work. We watch something else.
Okay, let's watch something else. So which video you want me to watch? Just tell me which video. I'll tell you to watch.
Anything before that.
Okay, how about daily video one, not the greatest plan? How about that one? Is that okay? Okay. Hey, Ago, quick question. Should I stream with my laptop with an i5 Gen 3 and game with my AMD 5500U or the other way around? Which one is better for streaming? There's multiple factor to that, and that's not a quick question. So multiple factor. First, is your laptop good enough connection? Because streaming depends on your internet upload rate. Not your download, your upload. If your upload is not fast enough, streaming is not possible. For me, my internet is very bad. So my upload rate is not good enough to stream at nighttime. So I crash. The second thing is the game that you're streaming. If you're streaming something like a pixelated game, a pixel art, then the game is very light. And a web browser game is very light, so your laptop can handle that. But if you're streaming, let's say PUBG or something that requires NVIDIA GX or just any high quality AAA game, then your PC is gonna die after a few seconds overheating, and you're gonna have to overclock it. So the third problem with streaming on a laptop is for longevity. Laptop usually have a very small fan, so the coolant of the laptop isn't good for long stream. Depends on how long the stream duration. If you want to stream for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, it is going to be different for everyone. So if you want to stream for a short amount of time, laptop. If you want to stream for a long time, stationary PC. And it also depends on what kind of content you want to do. Do you want to do like a stream that moves around, that you can go for phone or laptop? You want a stationary stream? PC is the best. Or if you want to just do the game that is, whatever game you want. It just depends on a lot of other factors. So a quick answer to your question, I don't have enough information to give you an answer, but I would recommend streaming on your PC and game on your PC as well. Most laptop, even gaming laptop, are not designed, are not built for gaming. People who say gaming laptops are good, they're lying to you. Gaming laptop is a scam. They are good, but under a very, very particular circumstance. Their main selling point is the feature to move around. That's what laptops are supposed to do. It's not stationary. That's it. There's no other benefit to a gaming laptop. The only benefit is you can move around and it's easy to manage, while a PC is heavy, stationary, but it's overall better. I have a PC, but one is Pentium NV300. That won't work. Then the next question you should do is try to upgrade your PC. Don't try to stream on your laptop. If you stream on your laptop, it will just blow up your laptop. Your laptop will just explode from overheating. Like my laptop will explode, even if it's a gaming laptop. It just won't work, especially when you have an i5 Gen 3 and AMD 5000. I mean, if you play like a web browser game, it won't. So if your game is very low graphics, then play it, then stream it. Okay, let's watch Panda's video. Hi, hello, Glitching Reality. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Stupid Game Show where we play stupid
Intro,
games,
okay.
stupid people.
That's
This is
good.
my co-host,
Welcome the viewer.
and I am Kyle.
Okay, welcome the viewer. That's good. The intro's fine. Oh my god.
You should be my
Okay. Funny. Okay, I see that.
He was not skinny that in that moment.
He just spit.
Yeah, wait, I want to. Oh,
Okay, I find that fine. That's funny.
nah, you're fine. You're never gonna die.
This is just how much time you want to put in. How?
He said,
What?
"Oh, you'll never die."
Shoots you? Yeah, I that's funny. But what I'm thinking of right now is how much time and effort you want to put into editing, because you want to do this for fun. So another question, important one: how much time you want? What?
This video will take an hour.
So this video, a 2-minute video, took 1 hour to edit. No, I'm asking about future video because you want to improve, right? So I'm not talking about the past. So how much hour in the future do you want to put into what?
For video, 6 to 10 to 50 minutes for the video. For effort, I'd say 2 hours minimum.
So let me,
Requiring more, I want to make 2 videos in case.
okay. Two
That long.
2 hours minimum of effort for a 10 to 15 minute video. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Another question: have you watched any tutorial on YouTube on how to edit?
No.
That's a very simple start, a very simple and easy start. You just watch any tutorial on YouTube and try to mimic and copy their style, because you don't have a style of yourself for yourself just yet. You don't have any experience in doing this kind of stuff. Do you agree? We can have a discussion, so you can agree or disagree.
See, with that whole thing, so yes, there are tutorials for YouTube. There's a bunch of that stuff, but that's not actually helpful because that's their way of doing it. That's what they did to do what they wanted. That doesn't work anymore.
Psst.
So they had done to do what they wanted. They wanted to get the views. They wanted whatever they wanted. I had no control over it.
What do you mean by that?
I don't want to do it their way.
You don't want to do it.
I don't like it when there's a tutorial. I like to learn for myself.
Okay, you want to learn it for yourself. How about I phrase the question in a different way? Let's give a quick example. Do you have a YouTube channel that you would like to, you look up to? A YouTube channel that's similar to your channel that you look up to? You don't?
Nope.
So there's no funny compilation stuff that that already exists that you would like to look up to,
Not really.
that you watch. Do you at least watch like similar content to what you're trying to create? What?
Janky. That's it.
Okay, let's type that up. So you watch, what is the channel name?
Janky.
How do I type that? I don't watch that channel.
James.
J
And like a ski.
J Ski.
James. Ski.
James Ski. How do I ski?
Ski.
Can you send me the channel name? Just the channel or the channel itself? I'm retarded in a sense, in a way. I mean, YouTube channel itself is just difficult. Like if I don't watch the channel, it's difficult to find the channel because I'm not their target audience, you know. So you watch that channel, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So as soon as you type it, I'll search it up and see. There you go. James Ski. Oh, it's spelled like that. That's what. Okay. I did the James, but not the Ski. Okay. Yeah, James. First thing that came up wasn't James Ski. It was Charles. You know Charles? James Charles. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So this is the content that you watch. This is the content that you watch.
Yes.
Okay, let me watch one of their video just to see yeah, just to see if you can do it. If you want to copy their
So James, why do
No,
you
I can't
think
copy
those
shit.
sick-
you don't want to copy shit. Okay, you want to improve your editing, but you don't want to copy shit. Is
Yeah, why not copy somebody else's thing?
Are you queer? No, I'm not. Huge Hulk, welcome to the stream. So you don't want to copy anything, you just want to improve on your editing, but you aren't willing to learn from a tutorial, or you want to learn by yourself, by failure. So just fail, improve, repeat, right? You want to do that experience instead.
Yes.
Okay. Have you experiment, like every video you experiment with something new? Like last video you don't do subtitle, this video you do subtitle. Have you tried, you know, mixing it up, experiment?
Nope.
So you're just gonna upload the same type of video without any experiment, without changing a little bit of it. Why? Pana? You want me to rephrase that?
No, the guy in chat.
What about it?
Feel like I should, you know.
I mean, you don't need to worry too much about it. I mean, I don't really have much to worry about. It is, what is it called? It is fine because I do have the tag ask me anything, and that is a question. It is a question. Do I support queer? I mean,
Yes.
I'm not gonna answer that right now because I don't really have that isn't what the topic is about. The topic is about YouTube and Twitch, and that is something that I don't want to share right now. So I'm just gonna not answer that. Like LGBT group, that kind of stuff. This is not the discussion for that. That's a future discussion. So I'm not gonna answer that. So just continue on with what.
It's not gonna push any further into that.
Yeah, just don't push any further into that. That's not today's topic. That's not today. That's next time or sometime in the future. Hi, hello Terrarian. Welcome to the stream. Already Max says hello, Aiko, follow H. You need to do follow H spacebar the name. Okay. So like I was saying, experimenting with your video. Why don't you, try to improve it or make change. You're doing the same stuff without changing.
Well, if I try and do something with Tattoo right now, I'm not finding the same experience with it. That's why I move on to something else.
I'm not.
I see what that's
The game, changing the game isn't changing your editing style.
Editing content. That's why I'm asking for a different kind of editing style.
Yeah, a different editing style. I have a lot of experience with different editing style, but I'm asking.
Is me cutting out stuff that doesn't actually look well.
So, like, do you know the basics of editing? Like jump cut,
Yeah.
J cut, L cut, audio enhancement, visual coloring. Like the
Well, not coach.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I actually never mind, dude.
you just need to basically know all the basics of editing. Do you know the basics of editing?
Mostly.
Okay, so your type of video, you want more retention, that's the goal. And you think that improving your video's editing will give you the desired result of more retention. What I'm thinking is it's not the editing that's the problem, it's the content itself that's the problem. That's stopping the retention. I find the editing fine. The clip itself is funny, and for the effort that you put in, it's okay. Like you're not putting in what I put in for my video, which doesn't really matter since you're not trying to grow. You just want that retention for people to enjoy all the way to the end. Does that make sense? Slowly, yeah. So far from what I have noted down, 2-hour minimum effort for a 10 to 15 minute video is not going to give you any sort of improvement if you're not going to experiment. That's the problem right now. You're not willing to experiment with different stuff. You want examples?
No.
You don't want example, but you know what I mean, right? Willing to experiment.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you see the problem here? You want to improve your editing, but you're not going to experiment to improve your editing, to see what works and what doesn't work for you, for your editing style. Like you try a different style, but you're not going to try different style, just different games. That doesn't really improve. I was like 10 to 9 when I followed blogs. After like 4 months, I think I found you. When I was playing with blogs, yeah, I think so. For 2 years, which Twitch fixed your style. Counts my follow age on blogs for 2 years. What is this? Twitch fix your style. I don't know, man. I don't know. Twitch is weird. Twitch is really weird. We don't know much about Twitch. Twitch is that's Twitch stuff. If you're not willing to, are you willing to experiment and mix up your editing style? Try something new? Okay, yes. Okay. Do you want some advice on what to start off, or do you already know what you're going to try out next?
We'll talk about the whole experimenting thing later with like more in-depth kind of thing.
Okay, so you don't want to talk it now. You can talk about it later. You mean off camera?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'm willing to talk to you off camera about it. I was gonna give.
Next thing.
Okay, next thing. Yeah.
Well, now comes the next part. If I were to move over to trying to make money with the YouTube channel, or be my best goal.
Prioritize growth. Okay, making your content targeted towards improving every aspect. Subscriber, like, retention, discoverability, thumbnail, title, description, tags.
Ask for subs, likes, or support.
Listen, that's every creator's preference. I'm not going to talk about their preference or their style. Everyone has their own thing. I'm just talking about the fundamental. Okay? Do you know the fundamental? The 10 YouTube fundamental. Do you know about the 10 YouTube fundamental?
No.
Okay.
But I'm just doing what it is.
I will remind everyone what it is. Okay? So if you want to make money off of Twitch, there are 10 YouTube fundamental. Let me read the chat real quick. How can I grow on... What did you say?
You said, if you want to make money on Twitch, here's the 10 YouTube fundamentals.
Yeah. If you want to make money from YouTube, there are 10 fundamental of YouTube that will get you to that goal. I'm not joking. I'm serious. You can make money off of Twitch if you just master the 10 fundamental. I'm not saying to do exactly what everyone else is doing, like copy sub for sub, like for like, that kind of stuff, or make a bunch of clickbaity stuff. No, I'm not talking about that. You have your own style. This is just the basic, the fundamental about YouTube, okay?
There are so many things I dislike about the creators with their whole...
Then you don't do them. If you don't like it, don't do them. Only do the stuff that you want, that you like from them. For example, I do not like making vlog video. I find it extremely boring. I find it annoying. I find it BS. I love watching reaction channel, but I'm never gonna make a reaction video because I find it fundamentally flawed because you're only reacting to someone else's content. You're not adding any other value to the content. If you make a review video, that is good. If you make a reaction video, that is bad. Okay? So everyone has their own preference and opinion on how to grow on YouTube, how to grow on
Hold up.
what?
So you don't want to make a reaction channel, but you work for one.
Yes. Yes, I do not make reaction video, but I'm a editor for a reaction channel. There's two things.
Pretty much making the video then.
No, because it's fundamentally wrong for me to make that type of video. Because there's three problems that I personally don't like. First, the YouTube video that I'm editing for, like the anime, the animator is like a team of 10, 20, 30 people, and then they have the license company, the distributor, the author, and everyone that owns the right to that anime. So that's a separate category. It has a ton of people working on it, and then that one single content creator, I'm not gonna say their name, actually it doesn't matter, Joe, but there are a lot of other people that does the same thing for reaction channel. He will react to that video, and within that portion of react, like the middle portion, the main thing why people click on that video's thumbnail, that title, that description, that tag, they click on it, they want to watch that reaction, is going to be fundamentally flawed because it's not the work of one person, it's the work of a team, but that one person is getting all the benefit of that views from something else. It's like everyone did 99% of the work, and then he does 1% of the work. Now listen, he does 1% of the work, and he's getting the benefit from every one of those views as advertiser and things on YouTube, which is fundamentally flawed because that's not how it works. So if Joe's channel get copyrighted, the MCA, I'm not surprised. But there is two things that I like about the reaction channel. Is that the personality of the person reacting and their review. I'm there not for the reaction because I don't give a shit about the reaction. I'm there to see how they watch the video itself and learn about their psychology, someone's personality, to improve from it. If they are voice like judging or or I would say giving feedback or like breaking down and analyzing the video without showing the footage from other people's work, then it would be claimed for fair use. He won't get in trouble for that because it's more fair use than the fundamental. So the review part is legit, it's okay, it's fair use, but the reaction part is BS. Because he's not a professional. He's not an animator like me. He's not a professional to add more value to the video. He's just there, wow, surprise. Oh, this happened. And then he explains it or what his thoughts on it are, which doesn't really get more value, So fundamentally wrong. But I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Let's read the chat for a bit. Let me read the chat. True, Twitch is sussy baka. Twitch is always twitchy. Twitch is always broken. Then I got my bachelor show again. How can I grow on Twitch in the pool and hot tub category? You don't. You're not gonna win against the e-girls and the variety streamer and the just chatting streamer. Offline TV, podcast streamer, and internet celebrity, they will always be the number one in pools and hot tub stream. If you don't have a six bicep abs or like glass hour body figure, no one is gonna watch your hot tub stream. Even if you get a big hot tub, you're gonna get giant bahonkas. So basically, fundamentally, the hot tub stream is just a trend. After 2 months, the hot tub stream is gonna die. Listen, the hot tub stream is a trend. You don't want to grow on a trend. If you grow on a trend, when the trend dies, your channel dies with it. Does that make sense?
Jesus Christ, Jacob.
Okay, the channel dies with it. But I'm just saying, it was correct. Still rocking that mini fridge, yeah.
Goddamn.
But huge, big boobie. Sag, only 4 people, where are the boys at? This is not my usual streaming schedule. That's why this is a bonus stream. That's why no one is watching. I don't care if people watch. This is not for them. This is for the people who are here right now asking for advice. People asked me to do this stream a long time ago. So I'm doing this to help my subscriber, help my viewer figure out and answer their problem, fix their problem. Batch buddy, we have the snowflake patch. Oh, snowflake. Where's that from? Charity 2018. Oh, I don't have that one. Twitch event 2019. Squid Kid I follow, I barely watch him. I don't watch Squid Kid. Ego, tips on downloading Origin SMP mod pack. Click on CurseForge, click download, you're done. There's no problem. As long as you have a Minecraft account, you can download and install Origin SMP. What? Didn't you stream Realm of Mad God many years ago? I streamed Realm of Mad God about 4 or 5 years ago. Yes, I have. I did stream Realm of the Mad God 5 years ago. He did. Yes, I did. I love Realm of the Mad God. I only left Realm of the Mad God because my internet was shit. That's it. That's literally it. There's nothing there stopping me from going back to Realm of the Mad God except for my internet being shit. Origin SMP mod pack crashed my game. What's your RAM? You need 6 GB of RAM minimum. Okay, before I go too off topic, Panda, back to the 10 fundamental of YouTube, okay? 10 fundamental of YouTube. Back to that. So I'm gonna send everyone the YouTube video on Twitch and for Panda, so you guys can research it off camera. Okay, so you can research it off camera. The first fundamental. Let me just get all of the lists together, so it's easier for everyone to just continue with it. There you go. Click on the playlist. It's faster for me to click on the playlist so I can just share to talk about it all at once. Where's their playlist? Even YouTube doesn't have a playlist properly set up. There you go. There. Okay. The first fundamental is shareability.
Shareability.
Yep. Next is gonna be conversation. Third is gonna be interactivity. Fourth is consistency. Most people get consistency wrong because they know how to be consistent, but they're consistently shit, you know?
Jesus Christ.
I'm not joking. Like, if you do something bad and you think it's good, but it's actually bad, then you continue to be bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, your video is consistently bad retention rate. Bad discoverability, bad retention rate. You are good at editing, but you have bad things. So you keep consistently doing it because, like I asked you, you don't want to change, you don't want to experiment. So you're consistent at doing bad stuff. Does that make sense? It's truth. I'm not giving a thing. I'm actually doing a review feedback on your channel, and it's correct.
You said it was okay. I know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna push it a little bit further. It's a nail the coffin. Because people think about consistency as consistent. Epic. This must be why I follow. There's a lot of things that change in the game now. Oh yeah, the Realm of the Mad God. I know there's a lot of new dungeon, a lot of new event, and a lot of new change the game, like Realm of the Mad God Exalt. But I'm still not coming back to the game until I have good internet. The thing is, the game is permadeath, so if I play the game, I'm just gonna, die. There's no way I can play with my shitty internet. The fifth thing is targeting your audience. You need to know who they are. Sustainability is how often can you make that video? How can you sustain it for long term? Can you make a playlist out of it? Discoverability, is how your video get discovered. YouTube trend, YouTube homepage, YouTube recommendation, YouTube search feature, YouTube, Google, because YouTube and Google are the same thing. So think about Google as well. Collaboration. So this is a fundamental wrong thing for me. I only do collaboration with people who share the same type of content with me. Not everyone with like the big views. Just people who work in your industry that knows or have the same target audience as you to try to grow. Not your competitor, because YouTube is a competitive platform. You want to lower the amount of views on your competitor, but increase the amount of views on people who have the same.
Hunger Games.
It is Hunger Game. Like, think about it. If someone watch, let's say, a tutorial on how to install Among Us, that's not from me, then I don't get the views from that viewer. Make sense? Does that make sense? But if I work on someone that is like a discoverability channel, like cool things about Among Us that you didn't know, or some kind of funny moment, with that, I can collaborate with them because their target audience and my target audience is the same, but their channel and my channel is different. So they don't do the same type of video as me. So we can both grow together. So competition and similar content is not the same.
Outweighs, what was it?
Mm-hmm.
It just outweighs everything. Because if you feel like they're your competition, then it's not something to be good at with them.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, find somebody who has your common interest. And
Mm-hmm. Common interest. Yep. Common.
Then you can start working together to find a meeting ground with them. So, say they would not do this kind of video and need you to do it. So, you did produce. And you give them an idea, they give you the idea. Me, no, I'm sorry, you did this video, now you gotta pay back.
That's only when you do bad collaboration. So you don't like, if you are a good host, if you do good collaboration, like you know what you're doing, then they will come back for more collaboration. Like if you are a bad host, no, they're never gonna collab with you ever again. They're just gonna do a takedown, cease and desist. So just no. Did add in clickbait, right, Eiko? Clickbait is fundamentally flawed, so don't even bother with clickbait. YouTube is just gonna take down the video if it is clickbait. So we content creator,
Not actually what it is.
yeah, we content creator call it clickbait because of the thumbnail, the title. But if the content delivers the answer that you are looking for when you click on the video, it's not considered clickbait. Content creator calls it
Clickbait was being overly excessive. So say you're going on a video.
Mm-hmm.
Say you're looking for something that you want to look at. All right. Say you're looking at trains. All right. Well, now there's a video that's going to get run over by a train, and you click on the video because of the title. Train get run over by a train. You click on it. No guy getting run over by a train. That's clickbait. Or you look at the title and it says the guy gets run over by a train. No one's in the train. That kind of thing.
Okay.
It's kind of like a lie. They're caught in a lie, they get paid. Or get paid back.
Yep. Yeah. YouTube just doesn't allow clickbait. So clickbait just isn't there. And the 10th final fundamental is inspiration. That's why I asked you 40 minutes ago, do you have a channel you look up to? And you literally said no. So I'm like, okay. So it is very, very important to have a channel to look up to for inspiration, for improvement. So people who are there on YouTube before you, someone that has more experience than you, it's not about copying their content. It's not about copying. It's just having someone to use as a foundation, as a base to build your content around. Okay? For example, I love Nyanners. I love watching her content. But I will never copy her content. I will only use the fundamental that she used for her video. Does that make sense? Like, there's a lot of channel that I enjoy watching a lot. Joe is one of them. I like his video, I enjoy his video, but I will never fundamentally copy the style of video or mimic or use this type of video to do my own style. So I have my own originality, have my own personal branding without, mixing other stuff between. I'm inspired by them, but I'm not copying them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. So now that you know about the 10 YouTube fundamental, what is your next, where do you go from here? Okay. Where do you go from here? I would say.
Either go to the root of money.
No.
Or go to the root of, well, you
I would say never focus on the money. Focus on growth. Growth. Unjack said it a lot. I'm going to say it as well. Jack and me, we both agree on one thing. Every single content creator agrees on this. Growth is better than money. You can literally make more money if your channel is like targeting growth, like focusing on growing your channel. Okay? So you want to focus on growing your channel. Cosmic Gamer, hello, remember me? Yes, I remember you. Some random title Rickroll, isn't that possible? Hello, Don't worry about being late, but you're a little bit loud. Let me turn you down a bit. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about Panda and you for YouTube and Twitch. So one person talk at a time. So for Panda, let's finish Panda's conversation first for this. So how do you grow a YouTube channel? Obviously, you said you are not going to watch a tutorial or any other growth advice. So you want advice from a friend that's actually building a YouTube channel like me, right? You don't want to listen to YouTube. You don't want to listen to like a YouTuber that just preaches, hey, if you do this, you get this result. You don't want to do that. You want someone with experience that does it before, that is, you know, here and you giving you one-to-one. Yeah, 1-to-1 ratio, right? Make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
And wouldn't you also want somebody that does similar content, since you don't want to ask a gaming YouTuber about how to do vlogs?
Yeah, true. True.
And you don't ask Aiko about anime.
You're gonna ask me about anime, man. I'm a professional at it. Yeah, you want to ask professional about what you want to do. Okay, so that's a common sense thing. I hope it's common sense. If it's not common sense, that's sad. So you want to grow your YouTube channel, that is the gaming channel. Let's get back to topic. I would say, since you don't want to watch those stuff, and you this is very important. I'm gonna ask that question one more time. Are you willing to experiment?
I will only experiment when you're around to help me out.
AKA when it's not on camera, when I'm busy editing, when I'm doing stuff, I can go into sub chat and help you there. So I would say yes, that is possible. I want to do a live experiment so I can prove to you guys I have the skill and knowledge to change Panda's YouTube channel from the current 30 subscriber, 11 views, an average of 90 seconds of retention or 30 seconds of retention, all the way up to his max potential, which is, I would say, within 30 days, because there's going to be a time limit. So within 30 days, if you listen to everything that I said and grow his channel with due diligence and put in the effort, I think I can get him to about 500 subscriber and about average 50 viewers.
I just look at how my shitpost is the best video I have.
Maybe you should listen to that. Your target audience wants shitpost. Your target audience does not want compilation or funny video. They want shitpost. Listen to your audience. You have to remember, it's not about you. You're making the video for someone else to watch. You're making the video for them.
Good. It was one of my lowest effort videos.
Did you listen to me complaining 2 weeks about it? I'm like, I put 30 fucking hours into this video, it gets no views. I put 1 hour into this video, it gets 4,000 views. You know I complain about it. YouTube does not make sense. YouTube does not care about how much effort you put into it. YouTube only cares about how efficient your video is.
That makes sense, man. Oh, also screw you for all that you did for that. Of course, you play the rules.
Yeah. Just listen. YouTube is all about efficiency. How fast can you answer or fulfill the question that's posted in your video? Okay? So people click on your video, they have a question, or they have a problem, or they want to get something out of the video. Okay? Make sense? When they click on it, they expect to get it fast and efficient. And if you can entertain them for long enough, then you get all three requirements, which is efficient, valuable, so answers the question or fulfill something, and I would say the third one would be memorable, or I would say we already got efficient. So what would be the last fundamental in my book? I would say truth. For me, my channel, I value the truth, because there's a lot of channel out there. There's like, you know, that one channel that has like 7 million views, but it's all bullshit. It's like a life hack video. It's like a life hack channel. Yeah, it's like what? Yeah, 7 million views. There's a life hack channel that only makes fake life hacks, and it's bullshit because there's a bunch of people that doesn't know the channel is fake, and they keep trying to recreate those things. I'm like, this is so BS. It's getting so much views, but for the wrong reason. It's all fake news. It's not even true. There's no fact checking on it.
And they show it on the first page of YouTube.
Yeah, and they show it on the first page of YouTube. So kids or people who are unaware, they do it, and then they're like, hey, this didn't work. I'm like, no shit, duh. Of course it's not gonna work. Putting peanut butter on your phone doesn't fix a phone crash. That's not how it works. This is not how it works. I'm just annoyed at those kind of stuff. But anyways, that's not really a fundamental. I'll think about that later because I'm going this very fast with my own experience, not by memory, not by scripting. So another thing is I script my video. That's the thing that Panda will never do. He will never script his video at the current rate. He'll probably go for improv. I'm not very funny. I know I am. I'm a deadpan humor joke kind of guy. So it hits very slow. It just hits you when you experience it for yourself. So
More narrative than you are funny.
I'm more of a teacher than I am a comedian.
As you said,
Yeah.
more narrative than you are funny.
Yep, true. And I will put that to my strength. I'll do more narration instead of funny. But that's not about me right now. It's all about you. So, like I said before, your viewer wants more shitposts. Are you going to go in that direction or you want to go in a different direction? What do you want to go from here?
Well, I could do a shitpost every week, because doing a shitpost every day would just be dumb.
Of course it's going to be dumb. It's how often you want to post. Minimum is 1 per week. It's fine. 1 per week is okay. 1 video per week.
Would it be good to upload 2 videos a day? Sorry, not 2 videos. Two videos a week.
2 video per week is more than enough. New YouTubers should not focus on the amount of video you upload. They should focus on the video itself. So for me,
I'm talking about 1 shit post and 1 real video.
okay, that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. There's no problem with that. But that's like
The shit post is an experiment, and then the real video is just
no. Both of them have to be.
Personally, I don't think that's a good idea.
Both of them have to be experiment. Okay, personally, okay. Tell me, what do you think is a good idea then?
Because you should do, if anything, like if you're saying that you're gonna do 2 videos a week, that's fine. But I personally don't think that you should do 1 shit post and then 1 real video, because if you're gonna do like
this
let's say
shit
a
post
game,
work properly.
Let him talk. Let him
What
talk.
would be the real video?
Let him talk. Panda, you talk.
What kind of video would the real video be? Like what category? Like gaming?
Literally anything.
No, Panda. We just talk about this. Focus. It has to be gaming because your channel is gaming. You gotta do gaming.
Fine.
Remember,
That's
YouTube. It can be Panda. Listen, it can be any game you want as long as it's targeted towards gaming. Because you're not gonna suddenly do vlog video or suddenly do beauty product. So
Satisfactory.
yeah, okay, satisfactory. There you go. Okay.
Alright. So I don't think it's a good idea to be doing gaming and shitpost videos both at the same time, since those are generally different categories. Like,
True.
you still do shitpost, like gaming shitpost videos.
True.
But most of the time it's just like YouTube poops and stuff like that.
Yep.
Or just
Shitpost is under the meme category.
vlog stuff about anime.
Shitpost is literally just about
There's, like, two
anime.
different categories, right?
Yep.
And so I just don't think it's a good idea to do 2 different categories. But like, it would be a good idea to do maybe like 1 video that's like about this, like Minecraft, and then do another video about CS:GO, for example. And then see which one of the 2 does better, and then maybe like just keep experimenting.
Yep.
and see,
Experimenting. Yep.
And if one of the 2 works better, then do that more.
Yep.
But just again, remember, this is important for all creators, that you should never do it to the point where it's not fun. Because if you're not doing it for fun, like, I think that personally it's fun if you make money and stuff off of it, right? Like, you enable donations, you promote it, but just like try to keep the core of having fun there, right? Because a lot of YouTubers, they're always just like doing it for the money after like a year. and it's not like they're just making money off of it. They're just like actively doing it for the money, which I think is a bad idea. But yeah, try to stick to one category if you're
Yep.
gonna do it. 2 videos per week.
2 videos per week.
Like do like one Minecraft, one CS:GO if you like those things, right? And then the CS:GO
Experiment and
video.
not just
Panda talk.
so say for a month I experiment and then see the results at the end of the month.
Listen, Panda, I'm gonna ask you one quick thing. Would you like my help to experiment for 1 month? I'll make a video on teaching you how to grow. And
Yes.
so I can, yeah, oh, okay. Perfect. Let's start next week. Let's start like in a few days from now. So I will ask you everything and guide you step by step on my recording, not on stream, on camera recording, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we can stop about this topic then because I'm gonna be teaching him full in-depth guide on how to grow his YouTube channel from whatever it is right now to whatever he desired within 30 days to see the improvement. 10 times it, I would guess. My plan is to times his channel by 10 by the end of next month. I think it's possible if he put in the effort and put in the just put in the effort. So we can stop about that. Let's go for the X guy. I also agree with whatever what he said before. X guy said before. It was accurate, but there's some part I disagree.
It's like 2 a.m.
Yeah, go to sleep. See ya. See ya. See ya.
For me.
Yeah, see ya. Go to sleep. Okay, so I do agree with what you said before. Just a few stuff I don't agree with, but that doesn't matter right now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you now, X guy. What do you want to learn? That's why I started this stream for you. So what do you want to improve? What do you wanna-
So I wrote down a couple of questions, but I also just have a couple things like off the top of my head. So for my first question that I have written down,
Streaming
how do you
advice.
get over the initial gap from like 1 to 10 viewers consistently? Because after that, it's not like the snowball starts to roll and you're able to get more viewers easily. But for like the first 1 to 10 viewers on your streams, it's really hard to get those. And I see you having like 7, 8, sometimes like up to 13, you know? And so it's just really hard to get over that initial gap, right? Like some streamers are stuck at 1 viewers, and then others are stuck at like 3. But then like after like 10 viewers, you're able to like just get the snowball rolling and then just keep on pushing it from there. So how do you get over that initial gap?
Okay. First, we need to, before I talk about the answer, first I need to introduce you to the audience. You are a streamer, so introduce yourself. What game do you stream? Are you like a variety or like a one single game type of streamer?
Hello, I am the X guy. You can follow me on YouTube and Twitch. And basically, I do mostly Minecraft gaming videos, but I can also do some variety here and there with like games that I have on Steam and Epic Launcher and all that. But yeah, right now I don't have any videos up. I see you're looking at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Because I have them all privated since I literally the last one I uploaded was like 8 months ago. Since I was busy with school and stuff. But now I am here.
Can you
It's the
send?
X Guy Live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. X Guy Live. There you go. 28 with Minecraft. Okay. So what I'm gonna say right now? Don't stream anything. Just stream Minecraft.
Boys, we are back.
You should focus on one thing. If it's not Minecraft, stream just one game. You should not be a variety streamer. The reason being, for growth, you want to target.
Yeah.
For growth, you want to find a target audience. Don't do what I'm doing if you're not trying to go for long term. If you're going for long term, I'm saying 5 to 10 years. Okay, I've been streaming for 6 years. That's how I got to this point, a variety.
Oh, I've been doing YouTube since 2015.
So about 6
I wasn't
years.
even old enough to be on there.
You shouldn't be old enough on there by that point. So
Yeah.
the first thing I'm gonna tell you, the first biggest advice, don't stream any other game. Focus on one single game and don't change anything. Don't be a variety streamer. Variety streamer is basically a handicap. It's impossible to grow as a variety streamer if you don't know what you're doing. Legit, you don't know what you're doing, you cannot be a variety streamer. So the second thing I would suggest is also don't play Minecraft. Don't stream Minecraft. The Minecraft streaming category, the category for Minecraft, is fundamentally flawed. There's 21,000 viewers live watching and 36 million followers for Minecraft. That means if you were to click the go live button, you're all the way at the bottom of the page. So no one's going to find you. No one's going to discover you. So it's fundamentally flawed to play Minecraft. If you have other games that will be more discoverable, I will teach you how to find those games on stream if you want. If not, I'll teach you off camera on how to find games that is going to be fun for you to play and fun for the viewer to watch. So they'll stay for the game and watch you. Okay?
Yeah, because I have almost 1,000 games on Steam, so
Yeah, one of those 1,000 games will be the game that will that you will play the most and you will stream it. Okay. The second thing that I'm gonna ask, so we already know what you're going to do. So you're gonna be a target focused gamer. So you're not like just chatting on artists on Twitch, making music or making art or stuff like that. You're a gamer on Twitch, which is very, very saturated. Okay. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is how long do you stream? Not how often. How long do you stream? 1 hour, 2 hour, 6 hours? How many hours you want to stream?
Right. So,
per stream.
I used to stream for 3 hours every time, but I think I'm gonna chop that down to 2 because by the second hour, I'm already like tired and running out of ideas and not talking. Since it's just like most of the time, if I don't have another person there with me, I just forget that I'm streaming. So it's just like, oh, I haven't been talking for like the past 10 minutes. But,
Okay. Okay, that's fine. 2 hours stream. Now that I know, I'm basically profiling you. This is the question that I am asking to profile you so I can analyze and discuss what can be changed and what should be changed for the better. So I'm not giving you any opinion or any improvement result until I know. It's like a diagnosis. I gotta know what's wrong to fix it. I can't fix it if I don't know. So the next question, how often do you want to stream per week? I stream 3 days a week. And I do bonus stream. So what about you? How often you want to stream?
During the actual school year, which is in a couple months. But right now it's summer, so
Remember your goal. You want 10 plus viewer. Remember your goal. So
yeah. So I would say Wednesday and Friday during the summer, and then just Friday like during school days and stuff. And I try to use the EST time zone for whatever I'm doing.
Yep.
That's just like the most common.
Yep. Yes, it's the best. Because you're speaking English. If you're speaking a different language, like if your target audience is Asian, so then you have to go for my time zone. But if not, if English always go for EST. The reason why EST is the most common is because the language we speak, not because of the actual time zone itself. Most streamer stream English. So if you want a competitive advantage, don't speak English. Speak a different language. You will get a competitive advantage. English is very saturated.
Yeah, but then if you want to like transition back into English, it's very hard since you're
True. But by that point, your goal that you mentioned doesn't have anything to do with the language, like the target audience. I'm not going to ask about target audience right now because your goal is 10 plus viewer. So it can be any demographic for the 10 plus viewer. Anything works as long as I get you to that goal. But if you want like a particular target audience, the 10 viewer that you're targeting is harder to get a 10 viewer from a different category. This is a thing for you to remember. It's easier to stream in a different language than it is to stream in English. If I were to stream in Vietnamese right now, I can probably get about 100 viewers. But I don't, because I know my target audience isn't going to be Vietnamese player, because I do not want to target them. They are not going to be helping me grow in the long term. They're going to get me 100 views in the short term, but by the end of it, I'm just going to hate it, because that's not who I want to help. That's not the audience I want for long term. So that's one of the things. So we're not going to talk about that. You want to stream on Wednesday and Friday, so 2 days per week. Hello, Ago. I am Khan. Hey, if someone used a random title, Rick Roll is a clickbait. No. Welcome back here, Khan. We're currently doing Just Chatting, helping the X guy and everyone watching grow and improve their YouTube channel. Wednesday and Friday. That's okay. As before affiliate, 2 days a week is good. That's fine. There's no problem. There's no problem with 2 days a week. That's absolutely fine. Now we're gonna talk about discoverability. This is gonna be the most important thing. How do people find your channel? This is probably one of the most important thing on Twitch. So, do you want to go on Twitch exclusively, or do you want a multi-platform? Which is make content on other sites like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and anything else to traffic the audience from those websites over to Twitch? Or do you want to stay focused only on Twitch and nothing else? Which one you want?
Right. So I'm gonna do YouTube and Twitch because I just really love both because on Twitch, like once you get bigger, you get like better monetization while still being able to stream, and it also has a more interactive experience while streaming. And then on YouTube, you can just like edit your videos and you can actually put time and effort into it, but you lose a bit of the community. I don't know.
Interactivity. So interaction.
Sorry.
Yeah, interaction from you and the viewer, live interaction.
Yin and yang.
Yeah.
Kind
Okay.
of like a yin and yang.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Something like that. Yeah.
So YouTube's is high discoverability, low interactivity. Twitch is high interactivity, low discoverability. So it's yin and yang, like you said. I'm just explaining to the viewer. Are you doing counseling? Oh, that's good. Yes, I am. It's kind of like counseling, but towards the business side of YouTube and Twitch on helping my viewer as well as helping anyone that's watching the stream, that's tuning in. Because I've been doing this for a while. I think I have enough experience to do this kind of stuff. But I'm not going to sell myself as like Alpha Gaming or Stream Doctor. Anyways, have you seen stream Alpha Gaming or Alpha Game or any type of Twitch growth channel on YouTube?
I found a bit on YouTube, but not really on Twitch, because I really wouldn't know how to get there on Twitch. But on YouTube,
On Twitch, you just
has a
search it
way
up.
Better, like, yeah. But on like YouTube, it has a way better search function.
Okay, let's talk about YouTube right now. Let's talk about YouTube, just YouTube. Have you watched any how to grow on Twitch YouTube video?
Yes, but like most of them on YouTube, they're just mostly like, okay, so today we're gonna be going over the thumbnails. Right. So what you need is you need a big font, and then it's just like very basic stuff. And then most of the time, it's not even anything helpful. It's just like stuff that you already know, cause it's just like, all right. So you want to use a photo editor, and you want to take a screenshot from your game if you're doing gaming, and it's just like very like I already do that kind of stuff, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 links so you can learn a little bit more of the better side, like the fundamental side of Twitch streaming. Okay, not YouTube, but Twitch streaming. Because the stuff that I want you to we're talking about is try to get 10 plus viewer on Twitch, not on YouTube. You're not going to live stream on YouTube, right? You're not going to live stream on YouTube. You're going to make YouTube video to get discoverability and then transfer your audience from YouTube over to Twitch. That's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to send you and the stream viewer 2 channel that I highly recommend that I mentioned. Alpha Gaming, Stream Schedule, and Gaming Career. Those are the 3 channels. I said 2, but I'm gonna go for 3. Just a bonus one more. So here is the link over on YouTube in DMs as well. I'm gonna send it over to your DMs as well. So that's Alpha Gaming, and then here is Gaming Career. So you should watch all of their video, not just one, all of them. They all have different opinion than each other, and they all have different perspective, different ways of conveying how to grow on Twitch. So one might work for you, one might not. So like you said to Panda, experiment. Some might work for you, some might not. So experiment. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we already established where to look for help, okay? Where to look for help, those 3 locations will be the best spot. If you want help that is tailored just for you, you can go into their call, but usually getting in contact with them is going to cost you money. Or you can contact someone like me who are just individual content creator instead of like collaborative, because they have a team of people helping. So I'm much smaller than them, but I can go there and do that kind of stuff. Same with like the friends that I host, like Anjack. You probably know Anjack, right? Do you know Anjack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I host him, I talk with him. He is also of the same perspective as me. That's why I like hosting him and talking and hanging out with his content. We have the same streamer mindset. Speaking of which, let's talk about the streamer mindset. Are you there to, like, when you press the go live button, do you have a plan? Are you gonna just wing it as you stream, or did you plan out everything beforehand?
So usually I try to plan out stuff, but most of the time, like, I have like a couple of talking ideas, but that's it. Cause I've just like slept in and I'm like, oh, I'm late. I need to stream. I'm like an hour late. So then I just go live without knowing like what I'm going to do, like gaming wise. But I have some like topics about what I'm going to talk about. So like I might talk about my dog. I might talk about like a school story. I might talk about a Discord story. You know, like I have that all written down in a Google Doc. But besides that, most of the time, because I have a very bad circadian rhythm. Like right now it's 3 a.m. So.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, it's 30 p.m. for me, opposite time zones. So I mean that just makes it easier for you, because whenever you stream, it should be the same time as everyone else for EST. So you have that advantage over me.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go back to what you just said. You said that you sometime plan out your stream, okay? Did you see any difference in the amount of viewer when you plan it out versus when you don't plan out your stream? Do you see any difference?
Well, I'm not actually able to get over like 1 viewer, even though on my
Who's that 1 viewer?
I'm average-
Who's that 1
Yes.
viewer?
Sometimes I'm not sure actually.
Okay,
I think
I'm gonna
it
guess
might
it's
be-
yourself or someone random watching, right?
Does the dashboard count as 1 viewer? Like,
Yeah,
not actually the link pulled up. Like, does that count as a viewer?
The dashboard.
And no, it's not me.
The dashboard does not count as 1 viewer. The dashboard does not. If you have the dashboard play live, do you have the dashboard open and then the stream play, or no play?
No, I do not.
The stream does not play, right?
Yeah, and then even when
Okay, then it's
somebody
not.
else joins
Someone
the
else.
stream and talks in chat, it's still just 1 viewer, so I don't know like what's going on there.
That's normal. Twitch doesn't count the viewer right away. So I can give you one advice. This is a very, very good advice for every streamer. And when you watch those 3 channels that I said, they'll give you the same advice. Okay? Here's the mind-blowing advice. Do not look at the viewer counter. Never ever look at the viewer counter. Every professional, successful streamer knows that if you look at the live viewer counter, you're destined to fail. Okay? Like Twitch has a feature to hide it. Just click on the viewer number and just hide it. Do not look at the number when you're streaming, when you go live. That's the best advice I can give, okay? And the reason behind it, it has to do with how we view ourselves, how we judge ourselves, and how, let's say, you kind of realize you are an entertainer when you go on Twitch. When you're streaming for someone else. So if you don't know if someone is watching, it's actually better for your mental to just continue talking, because you want to practice like you're making a YouTube video. Just talk to yourself. Try to pretend like there is 100 viewers watching. Try to pretend like this the best time you ever have. Even if no one is talking in the chat, you're gonna pretend like you see someone talking in the chat. What would they ask? What would they talk about? What is the game that's happening, or what kind of topic you wanna discuss? Plan it out before the stream, just like you said. Discord, the dog,
so that's
that kind of
the best
stuff.
advice that anybody could give on Twitch for early creators is because they stop talking.
They stop talking. As soon as they stop talking, the viewer will just leave, because someone can join in your stream at any time. If they see you just standing there, listen, like playing the game, deadpan face, no talking, they're not gonna watch because you're not entertaining them. They're just gonna leave. So always talk, always be talking. But that's not always true. That's not always true. Everything that I said is not 100% true. It's a case by case basis. Something that might work for you might not work for someone else. It's not a one size fit all solution. So you have to experiment. For me, I know a guy that has no microphone, no webcam, but he gets 100,000 views. Because his channel is built differently, and he's the exception, not the rules. Okay, we are gonna presume everyone has to follow the fundamental, the basic rules of Twitch. So if you think you're different, don't even do it. Just try to do it, but
Unless
you're probably not.
You're not different.
True. Okay, I asked Panda this before. Next question. Do you have a streamer that you look up to? Someone you wanna mimic or you are inspired? A streamer.
Oh, like
Twitch streamer.
I literally am in like, not actually for like my content, but just like as a viewer, I'm in like 10 to 20 different genres.
Pick
and
like
niches.
3 that is similar to your content, or you want to become like them,
But
like
most
you
of the time I
want to
just
be them.
watch, like the same stuff, yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do. Just tell me, like currently your stream. Who do you want to be in the future? Like look beyond right now in the future. Who do you want to become? Who do you inspire? Someone that already exists. That is your inspiration. Do you have that type of channel? A hero to look up to?
Does it have to be like? Because I'm thinking of 2 people, but one of them is like similar to me in the way that they create their content.
The more
Other isn't.
No. It's not. I'm not asking like that. I'm asking who, like, what kind of content do you see yourself doing in the future? What would you love to do? And someone already exists. Someone like that already exists.
Right. So basically, I would want to do it in the style of Ranboo, but I would want to
Ranboo.
do something like Tommy and it's.
Ranboo and Tommy in it. Both are Minecraft content creator.
Yeah.
They do YouTube and Twitch. I know them very well.
Niche. I know like people with like 100,000, like almost 200,000 going on today. You know, like I know a lot of people in the Minecraft community, and I just love it. Like, besides, like, just ignoring Twitter, by the way, it's like a great community.
Yeah, Tommy in it and Ranboo, right?
Press the same button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Then
like,
you should.
Tommy in it, he uses more like people than just him. And like uses a face cam. Ranboo doesn't. It's just like I have a face cam, but I just don't want to use it. You know.
Another fundamental rule: when you are a small streamer, you should use Facecam. You should use Facecam when you are a small streamer. But this is also a very big but. If you want to go for long term, for example, some VTuber, they don't ever show their face. So it just depends on your branding. I'm going to ask about branding in a bit. But right now, we're going to keep talking about Tommy in it and Ranboo, okay? Okay, those 2?
Okay. Yeah.
So they're both Minecraft content creator, and from wanting to grow on Twitch fast, or depend on your long term or short term, do you want to? Okay, let's ask this: do you want to grow on Twitch fast or slow and steady? If you want an overnight success, it's gonna be very close to impossible, but it is something you can try. There's a bunch of stuff you can try. Tubo and Nuzit is one of those examples. Tubo got overnight success because he knows Tommy.
I'd like
Couple.
something in the middle because I find that most of the time, like either way could be bad because if you're going too slowly, then you can't grow and you're just gonna stay the same forever. If you
True.
grow too fastly, then it's just gonna be hard for everybody to keep up with, including yourself. So
True.
if you just go from like 1 viewer to like 10,000 viewers in a single second, then it's just a lot, you know?
Yep.
Can't really like deal with that.
Yep.
So like something in the middle, you know? Like fast but not too fast. Slow but not too slow.
Okay.
Something in the middle so that way, you know,
Okay. Okay. So you go with
that you
that.
can deal with, but it's still a lot of growth.
Okay, so I'm gonna break down your goal right now in a statistic type of sense. So if you want 10 viewers, and this is depending on the category because we haven't figured out what game you want to play. You want to be a gamer, but what kind of game? So if we break down into let's say for example BTD6, if you want 10 viewer in BTD6 category, it is going to take about 3 months of streaming. And this is depending on how entertaining you are, but on average, it will take about 3 months of streaming, which is very short, by the way. That's very, very fast because BTD6 is a very good category for a beginner streamer to get discovered. And it will take about 500 follower. Yeah, 500 follower just to get to that point. 3 months, 500 follower. So if we do the math, let's say 500 divided by 90 days. So every time, every day, you got to get like 5 follower if you do daily stream. Okay?
Okay.
Now, let's continue on. If that were to be the case, you got to make content on YouTube as well. Like we said, discoverability to go over to Twitch. Let's go back to the Tommy Innit and Ranbu now that I got that out of the way. Tommy Innit is the exception, but we already know this. Tommy Innit is definitely not a part of the rule. Whatever he does, is just, we cannot apply to ourselves, so we cannot.
Maker, not
Yeah. So it's impossible to mimic what Tommy Innit does. It's his content is unique and special and only possible because he's the one doing it. If anyone else tries the Tommy Innit strategy, they're not gonna get any views, like 0. So that's a no, okay? Ranbu is more on the...
Tommy, and like Tommy's given them like the exact technique.
Yeah, he can,
Like,
but it doesn't
given
work.
it to a lot of different creators, but if you can't get that from him, then like you have no chance since you don't know how to do it properly.
Yep. Tommy is also a master storyteller. So is Dream and other content creator on YouTube. So another skill that you need to improve, that every content creator, even myself, needs to improve is how to tell a good story. How to entertain people is one part of it. How to tell a good story is basically the formula for success. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, Tommy sus. I agree.
Yeah.
Ranbu and Tommy. So that's the direction you want to go towards. So you're going to be, let's say, the Tommy Innit of a different game, a different category. Tommy Innit of BTD6, Tommy Innit of CSGO, who knows? You're going to go with your own style. You don't want to copy what already exists. You want to take inspiration from them. So if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so here you go, and I'm gonna type in the inspiration. Twitch inspiration. Inspired by Tommy and Ranbo. You watch those two a lot. So,
Yeah.
let's go back to the...
Like, all their stuff a lot.
You watch...
It's like I want to have like the style that Rambo does while still having the entertainability of Tommy. Because I feel like Rambo is more kind of like a chill streamer, but he does like the kind of content that I want to do, like faceless for the most part, and then just like they're focused on their voice, while still being funny and just like all that, right? So. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I agree. I like it. Sounds perfectly normal, and it is achievable. But like I said, both of them are not both of them, just Tommy, because Ranbu is definitely something that he does follow the formula. There is a formula to success on Twitch and YouTube. but it's gonna be very, very difficult for me to explain it within live stream because I don't have enough time, and I already sent you the resource to research. So we're gonna continue with this discussion in the future. This is not just one-time thing. I'm gonna do it in multiple parts, like a step by step. So the first step is just to watch Alpha Gaming streams, gaming career, and stream schedule. Those are the three channel that I sent you. So those are the resource that will help you with the streaming on how to improve. They talk about all the fundamental that I talk about today, as well as more in-depth guide on how to get to your goal. And it's just like step by step. You can just ask me on along the way. So now the next problem, or the next question I'm gonna ask to see if you have this sort of problem. Do you get stage fright or camera shy? If you don't use a camera, this doesn't apply. But do you get that? Probably don't, right? You don't use camera.
No, I do not.
You do not use a camera. But here's the next question. You don't want to use camera, so you're not going to use camera.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm asking this is because the fundamental rule for Twitch is to use a face cam. This has to do with the human aspect of streaming. People generally want to see who their streamer is, who that streamer is, his face, so they can relate to them. Or some people just hate discriminate or just call it racist or something. But basically, in the fundamental, they can relate to you and trust you if they see your face. That makes sense. Yeah, if they don't see your face, they are less likely to trust you. What your goal really is try to get the viewer to trust you enough that they will continue to watch you through a long period of time, and to the point where they become a devoted fan. Because it's not a one-time thing. They're gonna stay, watch, continue watching, or they leave, or they come back the next day. Everyone has a different schedule. They're busy today. Maybe they come back next time. Maybe something you talk about really resonate with them. They really relate to it, and they're like, he's just like me. I like this guy. I'm gonna continue to watch, see what his opinion is, or what he's good at. Okay, another simple but fundamental question. Do you want to be a gamer known for the game that you play, or do you want to be known for your personality? You gotta focus on one thing. So which one you want?
Well, I feel like for some people it's possible to do both. For example, like Dream has.
Yeah, Dream.
Like, he's
Minecraft, speedrunning, and
I think at first it's better to like get known for the game you play, and then
True.
integrate your personality in. And that's what Dream did to get as big as he is, because the people watching, they don't care about you at first.
True.
They are watching for the game and not you. But then later on, you can catch them and you can say, hey, I'm a person, look at how entertaining I am, and on top of that, I'm really good at this game, right?
True.
At first, they won't care about you. They're only going to care about the game that you play. And so that's why you should still have a personality. But you should first focus on the game and how good you are at the game, and then work your personality in.
Okay, that's a really good answer. You already have the Twitch mindset. You have the streamer mindset. That's really important. You're already thinking ahead. Okay.
There's this one channel that is really good for advice, but it isn't actually giving you advice. It's just breaking down what larger creators.
Everyone on YouTube gets that channel, because YouTube recommend that channel to pretty much anyone to watch. The other channel. He's hacking the YouTube algorithm. I already know what channel you're talking about as well.
Patty Galloway.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he basically breaks down why they are successful and what about them. He doesn't really give advice. He's just analyzing why this person's stream works. Really good. Yeah. Really good content. I highly recommend people check it out. But it is one of my favorite video from him is probably the Mr. Beast one, and Grand Stefan, how they beat the algorithm, how he is the smartest man on YouTube. It's basically an analyzed channel. So he is also hacking the system as well, because he has grown really fast. Just by having other analyzing other content creators stuff. So it's maximizing. It's a life hack. It's a life hack for YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like his channel is it's a perfect duet of very specific but also very broad. Because you could just be like you could be analyzing it. You could say, I want to do this too, so I'm going to watch this channel and learn how to do that from these other creators.
Yeah, what you're talking about is the niche.
Yeah,
It's called
there's
niche.
also the other half that's just like, oh, well, how did they become this big? I'm very intrigued. I really like
Yep.
this guy, so I'm gonna watch his videos, right?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
so it's just like a perfect balance of specific and not specific.
yeah, it's a niche. It's a niche. That's basically a niche. You have to find your own niche as well.
Yeah.
But that just comes down to whatever game you decide to stream. That just depends on and you also, like you gave the advice to Panda. You said that whatever your target audience wants. So you should think the same. Whatever your target audience wants. If it works, continue to do it. If it doesn't work, change it. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, and you should like let them know, like, hey, I don't like playing this game, so how about we do something similar with like this game?
True.
Because,
True.
like, if you really don't like playing that game, then you aren't gonna have a fun time. So you aren't gonna be as organic. You're not gonna be as good as your script was. By the way, most people script out their videos and stuff.
I script out my video.
Yeah, but like most people only do like plot points. So they're like, okay, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen,
Yep.
then this is gonna happen.
Yep.
And they just fill in the gaps
Yep.
while recording.
Yep. Yeah, I script my content. I most people don't script their content, but successful content creators do. It, like I said to Panda, it's better, more efficient.
Script out the whole thing, like only key points, and then just fill in the blanks while you're recording.
Hey, everyone got their own style. That has nothing to do with the. It has a little bit to do with the fundamental, but that's just your own style. Everyone has their own style. But at the beginning, you should just focus on the basic and then improve it from there. You already know who you wanna try to mimic, like Dream and Ranboo. So just continue to see what they are doing and try to mimic it in your own way. That isn't going to be like straight up copying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Any other question? Because the answer, the quick short answer to getting 10 plus viewer is to just make good content. But in order to do that, you need to know who your target audience is and then experiment and improve from there. So there is no there's no way to get 10 plus viewer fast or slow. It just depends on the right timing and the game that you choose. Or the business decision has to come after the game that you want to stream. Okay, so we're gonna do this little talk again once you figured out that. So let's go for a different question. Any other question? For the 10
So
viewer.
I have 4 written down and then just a couple off the top of my head.
Okay, just anything.
Pretty.
Just go for the top of your head first before you forget.
I'll just go with the pretty quick one though that I have written down.
Okay.
Just a quick one. So how do you reach out to larger creators? Because
Don't.
do you want to write formal, informal?
No.
Just like, hey.
No.
You know, do you want to like give them a proposal first, or do you want to like write out to them and then do a proposal about something?
A big creator. Give me a number. How big are you talking about? How big are you talking about?
I'd say 100,000 to 200,000.
No. Just no. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, like legit. People who say networking to get their way to success are scammer. So don't do that. Okay. Here's my biggest advice: don't do that. Do not. They will block you, and every person that they know will block you as well, because they know you're trying to leech off of their success. So if you're trying to reach out to bigger content creator, don't. Okay, unless you have the money to back up your claim, they're not interested. They're not gonna work with someone that doesn't know what they're doing and probably waste their time or ruin their content, because they know you are trying to take advantage of them.
Yeah, and most of the time I'm just like.
It's not about the formal or non-formal. It's just you're not ready for that yet. You're not going to just write a letter to them and they're gonna respond and collab or non-collab. They're not gonna waste their time even trying to read that. Like that. They are looking for opportunity to grow their channel as well. They themselves come first before anyone else. So if you want to collab with them, if you want to reach out to them, most of the time, stick with the people who are in the same range. If you have 100 follower, go for 150 or 200. Don't go over like maybe 10 or 20% of whatever your the other channels are. Because if you are trying to grow at the same time, they're more likely to talk to you. So when you say reach out to big content creator, it's going to be a waste of your time. They're going to block you. Most people will, and they're gonna just tell all their friends to do the same thing because they know you're just going to be leeching off of them, gold digger. So
like when I mean like reach out to larger creators, I mean like ones that you can actually talk to, because like I met
like
this
which one?
large creator with around 130,000, I believe it was at the time. He does a lot of like Dream SMP kind of videos, like 10,000 IQ plays, and then it's like the mimicking ones, like where they pretend to be like the Dream SMP characters, and then they do like funny stuff in the video.
So you reach out to them.
Yeah, and so I was in a Minecraft tournament, or at least I was supposed to be in a Minecraft tournament with them.
Okay.
And I actually ended up winning it, and even Lego Maestro was there. And so I just tried to reach out to him. We actually talked a bit today. Like to this day, I mean.
Okay, congrats.
But I haven't like reached out to like a Maestro or anything, right? And so like, how could I reach out to him? Because I just like I don't want to like.
If you want to reach out to Lego Maestro, that's a different question entirely. That doesn't have much to do with Twitch or content. That's having to do with you reach out to help them. That's a different one. Because you are trying to give Lego Maestro footage or content for his video. Because if you're not going to provide value to them, they're not going to bother wasting their time on you. So that's a different type of question now. It's not the amount of follower to reach out, big or small. It's just you want to reach out to them because you know you have something valuable to provide to them. So if that's the case, that you should do a proposition, formal proposition, what you can offer them and what you would like them to do, like maybe mention you in the comment section, maybe have you be in a call with them, that kind of stuff. So you can negotiate about it. So be formal about it.
All right.
Try to think of yourself as a business.
Yeah.
Negotiating a
They
deal.
don't even see it. Like most of the time, they don't even see it because you're so in it. Like
There's 3 ways to contact them. First, their business email, if they have a business email. And also, here's a pro tip: don't use Google. Like if you want to send a business email, you want to have a professional email, so have your own website. Send to them as like a CEO of that of your website, because you want to be professional to the point where they see you as a business, not as an individual content creator. But that takes a lot of time and skill to master, and I'm not going to talk about it here. But there are a bunch, like I said in the 30 video, there are videos on YouTube talking in depth on how to reach out to those content creators. So the first one is the business email. The way that you find business email is to go over to their YouTube channel, go to the about section, and then they have a detail section, and you can click here for business inquiry, view email address. Okay, that's where you find the business email.
Yeah. I know.
No, I'm talking about everyone in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Okay. The second way to do it is Twitter. Twitter is the second best way to reach out, because most content creator, if not all content creator, has a Twitter. So you go to Twitter and you can tweet at them in a private DM message, saying who you are and your proposition, everything, and they will see that and reply to you. If they don't have DMs enabled, they don't have direct message or any message enabled, you can just tweet a tweet trying to ask them about it and then add them with the add feature on Twitter. Have you used Twitter?
Yeah.
Do you know how to use Twitter? Okay, so use Twitter to contact them. It's the same process as YouTube email, but it just depends if they have direct message or not. If they don't, just publicly tweet to them and hope they see it. If they're not interested, if there's no reply, that means they're not interested. If they do have a reply, then you can go from there, and I can't help you. It's a case by case basis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my main question is like, how do you get their attention? Because even,
You don't.
like for the
You don't.
Minecraft tournament example,
Mhm.
I was in a Minecraft tournament with them. I tried reaching out to people, but like not even a response. And it was like all on Discord, right? Like we were all in like VCs on the Discord. We were in the same Discord server together, like as people of the same status in that server, right? And then I reach out to them, and then not even a response, right?
Of course.
And like, how do you like actually get their attention? Because if you can't
Have
get
some-
their attention,
have something to
then
provide to them.
Everything else comes after. You know?
Yeah. Have something to provide to them. Let me give you an example. How I met Tubo. Before he has a million subscriber or more now. So you need to get their attention because Tubo reached out to me. I didn't reach out to Tubo. You need to provide them value, something that only you can do or something that you do better than most other people. So you have something to provide to them. I'll give a quick example. So about 2 years ago, I played Hypixel Skyblock. I am known as the best enchanter of Hypixel Skyblock. So Tommy in it, Tubo, I don't think it was Stream. I think it was Technoblade and other like player like Time Dio. They reach out to me to enchant their item, and I know and have their connection from there.
Oh,
So
wow.
so all of those big content creator, even Lego Maestro, know about me because I'm the best at one thing, and they know that I have value that no one else can provide at that time that's better than me. So whenever they want the best deal ever, they go to me. So if you want to get their attention, the number one thing I would recommend from my perspective is to be providing value to them. You don't think about yourself, you think about what they want, or you ask them what they want,
Yeah.
and you figure out what they want, and you give them what they want. If you can give them what they want, they will notice you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And of course you gotta
It's kind of
say. No, you go ahead first. I'm just gonna read.
okay.
I'll wait.
so like for you. The
Mm-hmm.
case is that you became the best at one thing, like
Yep.
like Demon Slayer, for example, Zenitsu.
Zenitsu.
He only knew one technique.
Yep,
Like, out of,
yep.
like, 12
Good example. That's why I like
And he,
Zenitsu.
like, yeah, and like he just trained that so hard that he became the best person in like the entire Demon Slayer world.
In the streaming example, it is
like
yeah. In the streaming world, that's Cloud. that's literally Cloud.
yeah.
Yeah. He just pop headshot. Everyone is there to watch him pop head. No one gives a shit about his personality. He's so good at that one thing that when he plays a first-person shooter, his number just skyrockets. His viewer just goes very high, insanely high. So if like you asked me, if you wanna talk to them, get their attention, you need to be providing value to them. You don't have to be the best at something. Like you just need to be, let's say, one of them. Let's say, for example, Rambo is looking for another video editor, and you're like, hey, I know how to edit a video. I'm gonna contact him, say, hey, I have a lot of experience editing video. I watch a lot of your videos, so I know what you want and what you don't want. I know how to do this. And here's my rate, here's my thing. I'll give you a discount. Let's talk about it. We can even do an experimental video, like the first one I'll give you for free, that kind of stuff. Give him a deal that is irresistible, and there have a very high chance that Rambo will respond back because he wants a video editor, and you can provide them. That's an example, by the way. So yeah, make sense? You don't need to be the best video editor. You just need to be someone that he will he needs at that moment. Something that he wants, something that he needs at that moment, and you are there to give it to him. You're the first one. Even if you're the 10th one, then he's still most likely gonna notice you. He's not gonna pick you, but they're probably gonna notice you. Timing also matters a lot. So there you go. Okay, next question. I think that one is done by case, just case by case. So it just depends.
Okay. So, if you could recommend one thing to buy, since you are eventually going to have to spend money,
Sure.
which you probably already have, since
Sure.
you had to either spend money on a computer, an internet connection, like all that, you had to have spent money at some point.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to spend more. That doesn't mean you're gonna have to spend a lot, but that does mean you're gonna have to spend money. Like, what would you recommend to buy? Like, would
Easy.
you recommend software, hardware,
Nope.
accessories?
Yes. Number one thing I would buy, microphone. If your stream sounds like shit, no one's gonna watch. That's the number one thing I would recommend to everyone to buy at the beginning. Don't worry about your game. Don't worry about anything. Get a microphone. The reason being, 50%. Okay, that's good. That's good. As long as your microphone sounds good, the price doesn't matter. It's a case by case, like I said. It just depends on like what you want to get out of it. The reason being, for YouTube video and Twitch, this is everything, right? The microphone is 50%, like visual and audio. That's all you get from from Twitch, visual and audio. So half of the stream is audio. So if you have a bad microphone, no one's gonna watch it. That's the number one equipment that everyone should buy if they want to go into entertaining business. A microphone. So everything after that is just like soundboard, speaker, that kind of stuff doesn't really matter all that much. So if you sound good, it's good. The next thing I would recommend, the second thing, is webcam. But that doesn't apply to you. You don't want a webcam? Don't get a webcam. Do not get a webcam. The third thing I recommend is a second monitor or a third monitor. So one monitor to play game and one monitor to read Twitch chat or read whatever. So you have a multitask. Okay, make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
The third thing I would recommend to do is to buy, I would say, when it comes to streaming and YouTube video, is lights. But you don't have a webcam, so do not buy lights. Good lighting depends on the webcam. So if you don't have a webcam, you don't need lights. Okay? I have a webcam, I have good lights. Lighting makes the webcam look a lot better. So I'm saying for everyone else that needs a webcam. The fifth thing, or the next thing I would say to buy, this also depends on your own preference. I would say course, learning course on Skillshare or YouTube, or just
You should have Skillshare.
okay, if you have Skillshare, look up Marcus Brown on Skillshare. Let me send you the link. It's actually better because I have Skillshare Premium as well for 1 year. No. Let me send you the link. It's faster that way because I already finished watching it. He is a tech YouTube creator. He gives you a lot of advice on good YouTube content that could be applied on Twitch as well. Marcus Brownlee, that's his full name. I'll just send you the course itself because you have, for some reason, I can't click on this. This is weird. Where can I click on it? Give me a sec. There you go. Now it loaded. That was weird. My internet was dying there. Okay, I send the course over on Twitch and I send the course over on Discord. So watch it as soon as I'm done with the stream. Like when you're done talking to me, just watch it. It is going to give you YouTube advice, Twitch advice, and all the fundamental.
Yeah.
Okay?
He was in the worst YouTube rewind ever by
Yes, we all know about YouTube Rewind. No one likes it. Like YouTube Rewind was good until 2019 or 20, and it just sucks. How YouTube gone downhill because of all the big corp. We're not here to talk about that. Fuck that. I don't want to waste your time. Okay, back to the topic of stuff to buy. The next thing I would say is like headset, keyboard, mouse. So after you bought a course on learning how to improve, is to do that. Or if you want to ask for software, I would say go for Streamlab OBS Prime or Stream Element Prime. So you want to pay for multi-streaming service, data analysis, better connection. You want to go for more overlay, more music, DMCA option, more effect and application or like bits, and anything that will improve your chat interactivity and the engagement rate of your Twitch. YouTube is like the same thing as well. The next thing I would recommend is the editing software, because you want to basically be efficient because you only stream 2 days a week and you have school. So you want to be efficient with your content. Recycling content is very, very efficient and good. So like I said, I'm doing this vlog. I'm going to cut it up, put it into a YouTube video, and recycle it and reuse it. You want to do the same thing as well. Dream and Ranboo use their Twitch clip, make it into a clip, and then put it up on YouTube or highlights out of it. So yeah, they have a team of editor. You can't do that yourself. You're gonna pay some money. If not, it's get an editing software, learn to use it with Skillshare, and then edit your own live stream to a fun compilation or something that is short and entertaining to watch to get more discoverability. You don't want to waste good footage. Okay?
Yeah, and personally, I would recommend for editing and like photo editing and video editing, I would recommend if you're going for free, then I would recommend the software called KDen Live, KDen Live, for the video editing part. It's better on Linux than on Windows, but it's still available there. That's what I used before I got the Adobe Suite. And then for photo editing, I would recommend GIMP.
GIMP,
If
yeah.
you're on Linux again, since it's good. It's really only good on Linux. On Windows, it's like way worse because you have like 3 different windows open, 2 on the sides, 1 in the middle. Like all the options are different and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would just recommend like something like Paint.net on Windows, but on Linux, I would recommend KDen Live and GIMP.
Okay.
And then for premium, I would recommend the Adobe Suite, especially if you're a student, because you can get it for like originally when I got it, it was $20 a month since student, but I don't know if they like ramped up the price, but I don't think they did. So you can get it for $20 a month if you're a student, and $60 a month if you're not a student. So I really only recommend the Adobe Suite if you're actually a student, since you get like a way more discount. Either that or you're a big creator and you can just afford it.
Yeah, all the information that he's saying, I'll link it in the description as well as the info card if you want. But basically, let's just summarize that. The software that you use, it could be free, it could be paid. There's a bunch of YouTube video out there and Skillshare teaching you how to use those tools. So it's not as important on that as the fundamental. So that's like the basic. That's not really the fundamental. That's just going to be something, depends on the style or editing or what your preference is for the program. You could use the free, you could use the pay, doesn't matter. If your content is good, the software doesn't matter what you use. Literally, I've seen people using Paint just to make a video, and it's hilarious. It's so good. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. Actually, next question. YouTube, Twitch, anything. Next question. We talked about the.
Do you have any tips or tricks for any of the YouTube streaming processes, like audio, video settings, etc.?
Alpha gaming career, and yeah, the stuff that I sent. I'm not gonna answer that. They already talk in depth about it. Those are the resources. They talk about everything you need to set up a good live stream, prepare for the good live stream, best practice before the live stream, best practice after, how to do collaboration, the tools, the gear, everything you need to know is in those 3 channel resources. All you gotta do is spend the time to watch it. And write down the note, like take note, like actually listen to what they're saying, think about if it applies to your channel, and take note on, what can be implemented right now and what I can't do, maybe I can do in the future. So, try those out. But yeah, next question.
Right. So those are actually all the ones that I have written down for now.
Okay.
But one that's off the top of my head is like what like overlay should you use? Should you use a certain style? Should you use a certain color?
Okay,
Like,
this
what's
is
the best overlay.
I'm glad you asked about this. Branding. This has to do with your branding. Do you know what branding is?
Yeah.
Okay, can you give me an example of your branding?
My Minecraft character. That is my branding. So if you ever see either the Minecraft character or the Minecraft character except with red hair, like it just started with one fan art that I got, and then it just like exploded, and like all of them have red hair now. But Yeah, if you see my Minecraft character with red hair, then you should know instantly that it's me. It's a common skin, but it's
Okay.
not really that common anymore.
Um,
It used to be common back in the day.
I'm not asking about Minecraft branding. I'm asking about your YouTube and Twitch branding. So I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think you know what branding is. Okay?
Branding is like something that basically they can get recognized too. Like Tommy in it,
True.
branding is his face, and laughing in the thumbnail, that's his branding. So like what I mean by that is like the Minecraft character.
Yeah, I know.
Like the drawing version of the character. Yeah.
Okay, so you know about Tommy Innit's branding. So let me rephrase so your question was about the overlay. So my question is about the branding. To give you the question about overlay. So the color, the target, the strategy, the invocation, the marketing, the story, the advertising, the awareness, the quality, and the loyalty. Everything to do from step 0 to step 1, which is how to get from someone that doesn't know who you are all the way to becoming a loyal, dedicated fan. From, they don't know anything about you. They just found you, discovered you. How do you hook them, get them to become a loyal fan? That's the branding. That's the strategy. So just your Minecraft character, the red hair, so they see the red hair, they're like, oh, I know who that is, that kind of stuff. It's just a very, very small part of the branding. Branding is very broad and as a whole. That's just a very small part.
Yeah.
So let me say it in a way that that you can understand. Are you going for, let's say, a brand that people would love to trust? You want to go for something that's built, like my brand is built on value and trust. I'm not built on, let's say, very high advertisement, high energy. I'm built very chill. So you're gonna have a style. This is more towards your style of what you want. So let's give a quick example. Your overlay. We're talking about overlay, okay? Let's say you play a first-person shooter game. What would you use as the overlay? Are you gonna use an overlay that is very complicated, a lot of sparkling effect? Are you just gonna use like a pixel art style that's more meant for gaming channel?
It's super complicated
Yeah.
to the point of where you don't even need that much complicatedness. I don't know why
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that. But it's just like they want to do lines, they want to have like details,
Yeah.
they want to have shadings on the lines, they want to have it look cool, they want to have like 10 different things in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So branding has to do with the fundamental of design as well, which I am a professional designer. I do overlay and overlay for stream and Twitch for other clients. So if you want to, I can make you a thing and give you a fundamental breakdown of your own branding as well. Because I do that stuff for people. So when I talk about branding, it's like the logo, the name, the tan line, the font that you use, the color, everything to do with that overlay. It's a case by case. So if we know what category you want to stream, and not just the game, but the type of game, like do you want to do single player, do you want to do multiplayer, FPS, MMORPG, you want to play role play, you want to go for anything you want. So figure out the niche, figure out the game in that niche. Like Minecraft is a good example. Minecraft is, a sandbox type of game. So if you want to go for a similar game to sandbox, then you can go from there. So your overlay has to reflect what your stream is about, who you are, and you can always experiment. If this overlay doesn't work, you can try a different overlay. So it's all about experimenting after you figured out your identity. For me, there's two places I would recommend, two types of overlay I recommend. The first type of overlay I would recommend is pre-built overlay. Those are the type of overlay that is very already pre-made. You just need to experiment so you find which one works for you. So you just buy the overlay from like on.gg or buy from Streamlab Prime. The second type of overlay is what Unjack does for most streamer. Don't do this, but a lot of streamer that does this is branded overlay. That's the one that I want you to use. I'm gonna be starting using those in the future. Branded overlay are overlay that's made just for you. Just for you. No one else in the world has that overlay. You made that overlay just for you. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the two things. When you talk about overlay, you're gonna think about those two: the targeted overlay or the branded overlay.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have question about target, branded, overlay? Target or branded? And if you want the resource to get it, you can go to on.gg. Here, let me send you a link. On.gg.
I just want to say for the people watching on YouTube, correct?
Yeah, I'm saying it for the YouTube viewer and the Twitch viewer. If you want to, I can also
Yeah.
give you the
So just a quick reminder to anybody, if you have any questions about anything specific, just type down in the comments below, and then if somebody will try to get back to you with an answer to that question, whether it's me, Aiko, Panda,
or anyone. It's just- they have help.
We will try to get back to you, and we will try to answer your question the most that we can.
Yeah. Do you see the link that I sent in Discord? Yeah, that's where the like I said, that's the targeted overlay. So basically, whatever mood you want to go for, whatever feel, whatever vibe, whatever game you want to go for, you can use those pre-made overlay. And then the second type is branded overlay. Yeah. That overlay is made just for you. The designer create all the process that thinks about everything to fit you and yourself. No one else has it. Okay. So both of them does cost money. If you want to do it, you can also make it yourself. So that's also an option if you want to do that for overlay. Any other question?
Yeah. So
Alert also is the same thing. Alert and the tag, what's it called? I don't know what it's called. Like the stuff that's below the Twitch stream itself. Yeah, those stuff. They're also the same feel. Yeah, the panel. Yeah, the panel. Yeah, the panel. That's the same thing as overlay. Yeah, it's the same thing as overlay. Okay, any question?
How much help is too much help? Because it should still be you ultimately at the end of the day, and there's nothing wrong with getting help. But at what point is it too much? Like, because at some point it becomes it's all them doing the work and not you.
What do you mean?
At what point? Like, because it's one thing to ask, hey, like, what can I do better in this category? What should I do better? Do you have any recommendations, right? But then it's like, for a lot of people, they just go over to the larger creators and say, hey, can you do this for me? Can you can you grow my channel, right? Not, like, how much help is too much help, right? Because eventually it just gets to the point where you're not doing anything and they're doing all the work and carrying you. That's what I'm trying to say. I just can't really get out the right words.
I also don't understand the question here. I'm trying to understand the question first. Like, what do you mean by too much help is not help? So are you talking about your own content, like your stream, your YouTube? When you ask someone else to help you out, like getting an editor, or do you talk about
like for your content, you're asking, like, if I, like, on this stream, for example, I'm asking you for help with YouTube and Twitch and stuff, right?
Yes, it's collab, so
Yeah, and at what point is it like me asking for too much help? Because if I'm just asking you about every single little thing, that's like way too much help, right? Like, I should try to do this on my own and not like just have somebody else do it for me. But like,
that's
to get help
okay.
every now and then.
Okay, that's depends on a case by case basis. Like depending, like if you're asking me, I'm willing to help to a certain point. If you're asking someone else, maybe they're tolerant or their schedule is too busy, they can't help all the time. So that just depends on a case by case basis. It's just depends on who you are asking to help you out, like the question. If it's something very complicated that you already experiment, like, of course this is important, you gotta try to do it yourself first. If you haven't done it or haven't tested it out yourself, and you ask help, they're just gonna be like, wow, that's a waste of time. They didn't even try it first, they're just taking advantage of me, you know. So that's another thing. If you already tried it, if you already tested out your theory, theory and put it into action, and it does work or doesn't work, you want feedback and you want more information, then you ask for help. It's absolutely okay because you already put in the time and effort. But you haven't done anything. It's just all in your head. It's just all ideas. It's all theory. You haven't done anything, and you're asking what they think about it. You're asking for help on something that you yourself haven't even tried. I think that's pushing the line on how much effort you put in compared to someone else helping you. Okay, so that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's my perspective on how I understand you ask the question. It's a case by case. It just depends.
So, how specific do you want to get, like, the titling and the content? Because you could do something as broad as gaming, but you could do something as narrow as Minecraft modded SMP voice chat or proximity voice chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can get it like super
Niche,
specific, you can
yeah.
get it not specific. Like, how specific do you want it?
This depends on your branding. Legit, this depends on your branding. If you want a very, very niche target audience, you go for niche. If you want a very big, broad net, you cast it. It just depends on your branding, who your target audience is. If you just want, let's say, Discord type of target audience, you only make Discord YouTube video. It all depends on what your channel is about, what content you want to make, what your brand is. I keep saying brand because it's a very important keyword here. It depends. And the next thing I would say is the amount of viewers, the amount of viewer correlate and respond to the amount of value you provide. So if you have a lot of viewer, that is because your video is very, very good, so more people watch. If you have very little viewer, then that means your video isn't as good as someone else's video, or it's not good enough. Okay? So it's a relationship wise. Same thing goes to Twitch.
Yeah.
The more follower you have, that just means your content is entertaining enough to captivate those followers. So the more views you have, it's just, the same thing. The video reflects the number, not the other way around. You want to build your content around the people watching and around your brand. So that just comes as a broad or a niche category. It just depends on what you're trying to do, what your target audience is, who your target audience is. Like, I'll come back to this question when you know what game you want, when you know what your branding is. Because right now, you don't know your branding. From talking, I know you don't have a clue what you want or what you're trying to go for. Like, I know my own branding. I can literally memorize and say everything from start to finish on who my target audience is, what my key fundamental is, what my feature is, and everything about my channel, what I want to do. It's very focused.
I did stuff about my YouTube, but it's just mainly my Twitch, because I've been doing YouTube for a long time. But Twitch, it's like a new endeavor.
Yeah.
I'm only recently starting to do Twitch, but I've been doing YouTube for a long time, so I can say things about that.
Okay, say things about YouTube then. Say things about YouTube because it correlates over to the Twitch as well. You can use your YouTube experience to put it in a Twitch live setting. It's basically the same thing. If you are a very funny guy, it will translate over to Twitch as well. If you're very entertaining, if your content is very analytical, it translates over to Twitch as well. You want to be consistent. Like, whatever you do on YouTube, put that on Twitch. If you play Minecraft on YouTube, you go Minecraft on Twitch.
Yeah.
Bring the audience over.
So
Way too dang.
On YouTube, my videos are Minecraft, and they are a lot of the time about server development, but it can also be for other things, but like mainly about servers. Whether I'm playing on servers, I'm making servers, I'm doing things on the servers, like YouTube stuff. I'm doing things about servers, right? Because
Yeah, that's very niche.
I've been doing that.
Yeah, that's very niche.
Yeah. Like, whether I'm just playing on Hypixel for the day, or I'm like creating my own server at home, or I'm helping out my friend make their server. It's something to do with servers, right?
Okay.
But a lot of the time, it's about making it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your niche. Your target audience should be people who want to learn more about making server. They want to improve the server. They want to learn, maybe play on the server with you. Just those are basically generally your target audience. So you want to keep whatever you're doing on YouTube and do the same thing on Twitch. So, but you want to also put a twist on it. Here's another tip. Very simple advice. Put a twist on whatever you're going to do. A simple one could be, let's say, if I get this amount of follower, I get do this challenge, or I want to say, hey, this is what we're doing, but this for charity, or maybe I'm doing this but standing up the whole time, or maybe every time someone follows, I'm gonna do a dance, or maybe I'm gonna play the game but with backwards control, or I'm gonna have an inverted mouse, or just anything, but put one simple twist on it, a simple spin on it. Okay?
Yeah, what I did was, if I get 10 viewers, then I would upload a video on YouTube, because
That's a go twist. Okay.
Yeah,
Go.
because my whole thing on YouTube is that I like never upload because I've been busy with school, so that's just like a kind of like an inside joke.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but it's also incentive, like, hey, we can get more out of this guy if we like watch him and stuff, right? Then we can watch him even more.
But here comes the problem. Here comes the problem. What if you don't get that amount? What do you milk out of it? You want a backup plan as well. If that twist doesn't work, you want a backup plan too.
The backup plan is that I'm still gaining viewers, even if that doesn't work, right?
Well, if it's
Even if I get like 7 viewers instead of 10, then hey, I'm still getting more people watching my Twitch, even if they don't hit the viewer goal, right?
I mean, I feel like that's a wasted opportunity. You should just do whatever the goal says it is, even if you don't receive the amount. Because if you want to focus on growing your channel to get more views on Twitch, you want to just go for it. Even if you don't hit the goal, if you have some spare time, just spend the resource to improve on it and just make the video. Like, discoverability on Twitch is non-existent. Like, everyone knows Twitch does not have any discoverability tools at all, so it's impossible for new content creator to gain attraction. Okay, because you already seen it yourself. You stream, you don't get anyone watching, and that's absolutely completely normal. I know a bunch of content creator that are extremely funny, very talented, but they get no views. Zero. None. And I go into their chat, I try to talk to them, and they're like, nah, I'm just not lucky. I've been doing the same thing for like years now, and I just can't get above 1, maybe 2 viewer. I'm just looking at them. I'm just trying to, I'm contemplating, like, why are they wasting so much potential when they can just milk the content? It's all about the efficiency. Recycle the content as much as possible. Make as much content as possible. Okay?
Yeah, and try to like sell the idea that if you enjoy the stream, then others will too, and that if they actually share the stream with other people,
shareability.
then it'll improve the engageability.
Yeah.
And it'll be like more interactive. It'll be more fun.
Creators on YouTube.
So if like everybody shares Aiko's stream, then there'll be more questions. It'll be a better stream. It'll be more engaging, more interacting, and it just be like a win-win, right?
Sure. Yeah. Look at
So I try to sell that a lot on my streams. Right? That's just like a long way of saying it. So usually I just say
the 10 YouTube fundamental, the 10 Twitch fundamental. If you,
stream.
it's the same
Usually
thing.
you just say, hey, share the stream if you like it. Since that's like way shorter, way easier to say.
Share the stream if you like it. What I would say instead is, that's not even your video. I didn't say it was my video. I'm just saying 10 YouTube fundamental is going to apply over on Twitch as well. But sharing the live stream, I found out it's not going to help, because usually the people who share to their friend does have the same taste or does not have the same taste. 9 out of 10, they do not have the same taste, so this is gonna leave, because everyone has a different sense of enjoyment. If my stream were to get rated, but this is a good example, okay? On Twitch, if your stream get rated by another big streamer, but they have no similarity, like the content is different, the game is the same, let's say the game is the same, but their style is so different, the viewer will just leave. Have you ever seen someone like, let's say a big streamer rate a small streamer, but the small streamer doesn't know what to do, or the small streamer know what to do, but their content is so fundamentally different that the main, the raider group viewer, they'll just leave after a few minutes. It happens all the time. So if you someone big share your stream or rates you, they have to be similar to your content, and you have to be engaging enough to have cultivate those viewers, keep those viewers, be entertaining to just stay there as well.
Okay.
Sorry for the long way. Single player or server. Origin SMP still crashing the tips. I think he's talking about single player. Oh, I don't think he's there anymore.
Yeah. But just check him.
Like, XQC is a big content creator, but if he were to rate me, all of his viewers are going to start belittling me or be a hassle. Because I know XQC's type of viewer. They're just going to start spamming a bunch of emotes and forcing me to watch Reddit video. Because that's what they expect me to do. So if I don't provide them with the value, they're just going to leave. So if someone like, if I rate someone that does similar content to me, similar personality, and everything that is exactly the same or almost close enough, then it will be a perfect time for them to follow and grow the channel together.
Yeah, and raids on YouTube.
His channel is cancer, but good content. Makes sense.
Like on YouTube, you can raid channels, but you have to like send them the link in the chat, and it's a whole process.
There's a new thing on YouTube called mention. It's a feature that they added a few weeks ago. You can mention a channel in the description or the comment, and they will be able to link it back and see that channel. That's a new feature on YouTube. They just added it. It's amazing.
Okay.
And that is another YouTube exploit right now. People are using it to, take advantage of the new system. It's getting boosted quite a lot. Mention is fire. Yeah, mention is fire on YouTube.
I don't know if the mentioning like still applies to this, but before the mentioning at least,
Before the mention?
like rating on YouTube, it was very bad because like you wouldn't want to get rated since one, it would just like basically corrupt the analytics because everybody would just like join
And then
and then just leave.
Yeah, join and leave. Yeah, that's true.
They would just like say hello, raid,
And then
raid,
just
raid,
leave.
raid, Ico raid, X raid.
Same goes for Twitch. That's the same for Twitch. That's just the same for Twitch. It's just up to
but, like that's all they do on YouTube. It's not even like they get redirected. They have to like click on the link. And
that sucks then. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Like, and so they had to click on the link in the chat. Then they had to go over there. They had to like copy and paste it into the chat since there's no like actual emotes for it. And then after that they would just leave. So it's not even beneficial for the people that you're rating. It's just like, hey, we notice you. Bye.
True.
Yeah. So it's like the only thing you get out of it is recognition and like literally nothing else. And so it's just,
I think it's just a backwards thing. It's just a bad thing. It's just worse. Yeah, that's not gonna help. So if you are good content,
fix this, but yeah.
No, this is still fundamentally broken. The mention is just a small way to collaborate. So if you have that person, like right now I'm talking to you, if I were to upload this YouTube video on my channel, I can mention your channel, and people who see that mention know I'm collaborating with you. They can click on that mention and it'll direct to your YouTube channel. And if they like it, they'll stay. If they don't, they leave. It's just normal.
So basically, it's like a more overpowered end card.
It's a way more overpowered end card. Oh, a lot more overpowered, because the mention actually gives the viewer notification for both channels, so you can use that to advantage. I can have my perspective and their perspective, so the viewer is more likely to see both and not just one. So it's OP. It's really good. XQC's content is amazing. I watch XQC's content a lot. He's a ball of enjoyment whenever I don't have anyone else to watch besides daily dose of internet. Of course I'm gonna go for daily dose of internet. Who doesn't watch that? That's too good. So for now, the basics is just gonna be watch those 3 channel I sent you, learn more about the fundamental, Skillshare, improve your stuff, overlay, and yeah, whatever. Do you have any other question?
For editing, how do you learn that? Because
Skillshare.
you could, yeah, but like most of the time it's just like outdated because you have these tutorials from like 3 years ago that are missing all the key features that are out now. Because
So you wanna
up really good features.
So you want a
Photoshop, for
new?
example, that are only recent. Like there's a tool called the object selection tool. It's basically the rectangle select, except you just automatically select the object, and it's super good.
So you're talking
But,
about
like,
outdated
nobody
stuff.
uses it on like YouTube, for example,
Ah.
because it's like a relatively newish feature.
So you want a updated video on those
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Well,
Yeah, since like a lot of the best features aren't even in the tutorials because they didn't exist. But now they're
that sounds like an opportunity to me.
You know.
That sounds like an opportunity for me to make another channel to start branding on that. Because literally, if you ask about video editing, it's more towards your, like I said, the branding. It is more towards what kind of content you want to create. Because no 2 channel are the same unless you're trying to copy and mimic exactly what they're trying to do. So you have your own editing style. The tools are just there to help you. So I don't want to talk about the tools. It's the same thing for everyone. It's just how you use the tools on editing. Like Panda, he can spend about 2 hours editing. I can spend about 8 hours editing, and the result could be drastically different. We can spend the same amount of time, and the result could be very wildly different. Get the same footage, everything is different. Just depends on how you use it.
For that, it's mostly like you're on the same path, but you're slowly walking away from each other. So that's like, you should use an example where it's like a shorter amount of time than a longer amount of time, because if it's a longer amount of time, if you have 100 hours to edit, right, then it's going to be like super different than if you only had 1 hour to edit, right? It'd be
True.
more similar if you only had 1 hour to edit.
Sure.
So for the example, you shouldn't say 8 hours. You should say maybe like something smaller than that, because then it's a better example, since YouTube would have similar yet super different stuff.
I mean, my if you go to my YouTube, you know that I literally experiment with new type of video every single week. You talk about Pat about 2 video per week. For me, I upload whenever I have a video. I don't care about uploading consistently, because right now I'm not trying to focus on that. I'm trying to fail. Trying to fail as fast as I can, so I can learn from my mistake and improve. That's the fastest way to grow on YouTube and Twitch. Fail. Do more video and figure out which video is the best one. Repeat that and figure out why it's successful, and keep doing that until you find a formula that works for you. My editing style is just a small part of everything that I experiment with. So I just upload whenever I can for failing. And the editing is just the editing amount of time depends on the video, and it depends on the it just depends on the video itself.
Yeah.
So if we are talking about Twitch, you can also use like a 2-hour vlog from Twitch or whatever the amount of time you stream is, and put it over to YouTube as a raw VOD, upload it, or you can edit it down into a funny moment. I already figured out this one thing. Editing it down will get you a lot more views than vlog, but like the entire 2-hour length video. But the question now becomes, is it worth it to edit that down? Like, how much time are you willing to spend to edit it down into a funny moment? So is it worth it? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. For me, it's not worth it. For me, recycling content for that long, that is not targeted, it's not worth it. I'd much rather make the video from scratch and have this as a vlog with no one watching than to recycle it.
Well, for me, if I'm doing weekly uploads, right, and then bi-weekly streams, then and I did like the occasional compilation of my Twitch stream, then I would say that yes, that is beneficial, because if you have an entire week to work on it, right, then that time that you're actually spending editing is just going to be like 2 to 3 days.
True.
Since,
Yeah.
since you still have to sleep, eat, do like all that stuff, socialize.
Yeah.
But like you're only gonna spend like 2 to 5 days depending on how long, right?
Yeah.
So you're still gonna have a lot of time to do other stuff. And so I would say that that is actually beneficial if you were just gonna do one video a week.
Yeah, okay, that is true. But now I have another question relating to that. What if you finish editing that video and you think it's a bomb and you upload it, no one watch? Was that worth it?
I would say yes, still because of the experience that you got from it. Because with every
Good answer.
single, thing that you do,
Good
you
answer.
still gain experience from it. Whether it fails or not, you still gain experience.
Good answer.
If you get a bomb, then hey, you know what works, so then you should keep on trying to do something similar to that. If it doesn't work and it fails, then you know how to improve because of the analytics. But I will say though, on smaller channels, it's like not beneficial to look at the analytics because most of the time it's wrong, because you don't have a large enough data set. But I'd say once it gets over 1,000 views on the video, I would say, then it'd be good to look at the analytics because that's a large enough data set to actually get good things out of it.
Fun does not, Crowley, fun does not pay the bill.
Yeah, I say that like have fun while doing it.
Have fun while doing it, but fun itself doesn't pay the bill. Like, I do stuff that I absolutely hate and dread, but I still do it because I know those will get me the result that I want. So 9 out of 10 parts I absolutely hate, but I'm willing to do it for the one thing that I like, that I enjoy, because it's worth it in the end. Like, I don't want to script my content. It takes so long to script it. It takes a long time to edit. I don't want to edit my video. I'd rather pay someone to edit it. But I know it's not going to give me the result I want. The thumbnail, I hate making thumbnail. I hate researching tag. I hate doing all of it. I love playing the gameplay and interacting with my chat for YouTube and Twitch. But everything else on the process, it's just annoying and I hate all of it. I still do it. Because I know if I keep doing it, eventually I'll get to the point where I am used to it enough that I don't mind. And the love is more than the hate, more than what I don't enjoy. So it just balances itself out. So when you say, if you have fun, everything is worth it, I disagree. If you have fun, but you're not getting the result and you keep having fun, eventually you will go broke. Eventually there's no more time left for the fun. There's no, because you got to sustain yourself if you want this to be a job. If you want, because Twitch and YouTube is a competition. You see it as a competition.
Personally, I think that a good mindset for this is that you should do what's good for you, while still having fun. So if you're having fun the focus, make what's good the focus while still having fun. Right?
I would say make growth for the focus. Go, you're already broke. I already filed for bankruptcy, so you're right.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I did not know.
Yeah, a few months ago, sadly. So my channel and everything, my branding is actually a company. Like, I have legal rights for tax and stuff as Aiko Draco as the company. So individually, I'm Michael Chan, but my company is Aiko to Draco. So that's the difference. You want to see your YouTube and Twitch as a company, as a brand, as something bigger than just yourself. So when you expand it, you have more leeway and use it to your advantage later on. If you are negotiating as an individual, you have very less power, but you negotiate like bigger as a brand, then it'll be more to get sponsorship, get more advertisement, get more opportunity. Opportunity only comes after you have provided value. So prove your worth, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, if everything I said doesn't make sense, I'll explain it more in the comment section. If it does make sense, then just talk to me in my Discord.
All right.
Okay, anything else?
Not off the top of my head.
If not, then it's fine to wrap it up. If not, it's fine. We can wrap it up.
So, my question right now is, when is too much stuff in your face? Because a lot of FPS streamers right? First person shooter streamers. They just have like fire all up in your face. They have like 5 different overlays. They use like so much.
This is depending on your brand. This is just depending on your branding. Because who's your target audience? If it's kids, you want as much stuff happening as possible. If it's more adult, you want to lessen the stuff. You want clean, simple. It just depends on your branding, who your target audience is. Because if they do that like consistently, if they keep doing that and they have a lot of viewer, they know that that works for them. And if it works for them, they're not going to change it. They just have to focus on. So the real question isn't like how much is too much stuff in their face. Because have you seen those YouTube channels that upload like 20, 30 YouTube short a day? And then there's a YouTube channel that uploads like once a year. And it just depends. Both of them are very, very successful in their own right. It's just who their target audience is. There's a bunch of YouTube channel that just doesn't make sense, but in out of context, it doesn't make sense. But inside of their own niche for their target audience, it makes complete sense why they do what they do. So you're gonna analyze and research. Like the channel you sent me about, like why they blow up, why they're successful on YouTube, why they're successful on Twitch. The analytics tells you everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So instead of asking that question, you should ask me how to look at the YouTube and Twitch analytic. Because the analytic, the number, is a very, very powerful tool on what people like and what people don't like. Ego, you learn how to control this emotion, focus on them, concentrate and release them. Sounds like controlling a thought, but yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Nano, GF, and W, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're doing just chatting. Okay, any other question?
Music.
The MCA Central.
Yeah, where you mentioned earlier.
The MCA
that
Central.
You can get music that like is copyrighted, DMCA or whatever.
Yep.
How do you get that?
First, if you are streaming, if you are making content on YouTube or any site, you are liable to copyright claim and DMCA. Let me explain what that means. So there's a term for taking someone else's stuff and making a profit off of it, or you gain something from someone else's stuff. That is the rule of copyright for content creator. So if a quick example, if I am a photographer, I take a picture and I sell that picture online, but you do not have the license to distribute my picture or the license to make money off of my picture, a commercial right, and you take it and you use it in your video without crediting me. Even if you credit me, it just depends on case by case. And you use it and your video is monetized, you're making money with using my picture. And that can be filed for lawsuit, and you can get into a lot of big trouble because you are in the wrong, like very in the wrong. So music is the same thing. An artist have a track and you use their music without their permission and you don't have a publishing or license to use it, you will be fined a hefty price and your channel can be taken down and you can go to jail depending on your state.
Yeah.
So what you want to do?
Wrap it up quickly. All creative works have copyright.
Yep.
And you have to get either their permission or a license to use that copyrighted work.
Yep.
And if you don't have that permission, then you can get what's called a DMCA takedown.
Yep.
So basically that says, hey, if you get 3 of these, then we're gonna delete your YouTube channel or we're gonna delete your Twitch channel.
All you have to do
and
is
you cannot keep this up. And you're going to have to just, yeah.
Let me read the comment real quick. All you have to do is change a couple notes in the song. Wrong, that's called cover. That also is within copyright, but now we're mentioning fair use. So what is considered fair and what is considered unfair? If you change a couple of notes, that is still within their rights for the MCA. Changing the lyric, changing the thing without criticizing it, without improving or making the work different enough is gonna be like a remix, a cover, discussion, a review, or anything within the fair use range is actually not fair use. Even if you claim it to be fair use, if you're making money off of someone's work without any improvement or change that is going to be adding the value or such a drastic difference that the original work has nothing to do with it, you cannot claim it as fair use, and it's still going to be DMCA strike. So it's not even a case-by-case basis. 99% of everything that people claim is fair use is actually not fair use. Remix are illegal. All remix are illegal. All remix are illegal.
Yeah.
All remix in the fundamental sense of the copyright law written from 1980 something, which is very outdated. That was for television because they don't have an internet version. They're making one right now. I think it's a couple of years until they're done, so wait until then. But right now, as the current moment, you can get fined and fee and put into prison if you, depending on the country, if you remix any music video or any video at all. Because you don't have permission to do that. And it is creative work that you don't have the rights to. You don't own any of it.
Yeah, and for the U.S. at least, because I can't speak on other countries,
Okay.
they have their own laws.
Yep.
But for the U.S. at least, fair use laws basically says that if it's educational use,
Yep.
if it's
Same here in Vietnam.
or if it's for criticism, then you're able to use.
Yeah, you are able to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's not for one of those 3 things or I think
So
it's 4 things,
I hope it listen up.
something like that.
I hope it don't.
Like,
I hope it don't
yeah,
because
you can't
of
use it.
liability. People who do original work should get paid for what they are worth because they're spending a lot of time and effort making something for someone else to use. So I want the system to be fair and balanced, and if it's loosened up, if it is more loose, people can abuse the system. People already abuse the system. Have you ever seen people who use like a few seconds of music that they do not own, but the entire video is copyrighted claim, so all the revenue of the entire video goes to a different company instead of the creator? Like 99% of the work is original, and they just have like that one split second, like a 2-second music clip, and then the entire video is just takedown. Like that happens all the time. That's the abuse of the system. So because of because of that, what could be claimed and what couldn't be claimed as fair use, they take it too far. They take it to the extreme because the bigger corporate, because this always happened because of corporate, the bigger company, the bigger people with a team of lawyer can always win against the individual content creator because they have a team of lawyer that will take this to court and fight you. Just throw money until they win. And usually 99% of the time, the small individual content creator will always lose to the MCA right. So because it's so loose, they will take advantage of it and milk all the money. It's basically greedy people abusing the system. Very greedy people abusing the system. So now I'm going to tell you how to counteract this by using non-copyrighted public library. So you don't need to worry about the MCA for music. In Alpha Gaming and Gaming Korea and all the stuff, already mentioned this in YouTube video in depth with links and stuff, but I'm just going to quickly mention. You can pay for a license, which is very cheap. Usually there's a streaming website that I use. It's called Streambeat. It is free. Streambeat is 100% free, and there is paid version.
Beats with an S.
Yeah, Streambeats with an S. They have free music. It's amazing, and it's built around content creator, and they give you a license for free that whenever you get copyright claim, you can use that license to remove the claim entirely, automatically. Streambeats.com. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly the that's loud. That's exactly the location for non-copyrighted music or free copyrighted music. And you also want to mention the creator and give credit to the music when you use their work. So they have less reason to take you down because you're sharing the original work as well, promoting it as well. It's also a case-by-case basis, but the one that I use is Streambeats.
Is it possible to get like copyrighted music for your streams using a website of some sort? Like you're obviously gonna have to pay for it, but like
Yep, you have to pay
is there
for
a way
it.
to?
If you're making money off of their work, no. Unless you have a distributor contract, which is extremely expensive. It's really expensive. But if you have that, then yes, you can do it. So you buy the rights to publish and advertise on that music. Then you can put that music anywhere you want because you have the rights to do it. So it's just about law firm. You're gonna figure out the law of CC, Creative Commons. Creative Commons. There's a website right here. Let me show you. Creative Commons. Creative Commons rule. Yeah, right here. CC. It's called. Here's the link. You should check it out as well, because it is a very, very important thing to learn if you are a content creator and you don't want to get into legal trouble. Okay, I'm waiting for my internet to load. How can you tell if your video is making money off their work or not? Every single music, for example, YouTube has YouTube ID, content ID, okay? Every video has a content ID, and every monetized video has a content ID, and every company has a content ID. So if there is a second of that clip that has an ID mark, that is trademark, that is advertised, and you're making money, YouTube will automatically scan the entire video and send it to the one that owns that right, the company that is the true owner of that music. They'll send the information there, and then they have a team or automatic system to take down the video, private the video, take all the revenue from the video, or remove the video entirely and give you a strike.
Oh, here's something that's even worse. A lot of the time, you're able to actually appeal it, and you will have a manual person, physical person,
Yep.
look it over, and then they will still say, no, this is our work, even when it isn't, right? Because a lot of the time it's fake, and they just claim it, even though it's really just you talking, and then they just still copyright it, even though there's like nothing there. And so that's where a lot of creators just die. Like not literally, but like metaphorically, they die, right? Because they can't, they don't have any inside people to say, hey, can you check this out? There's like this happening. Because a lot of the biggest creators had this happen to them, and they had to have some people inside YouTube actually do something about it because nobody would do it. So that's like, the system is so messed up on YouTube, the copyright system.
Okay, I'm gonna send you one YouTube video made by Tom Scott, a brilliant YouTuber. He talks about this in depth.
I've probably already seen it, yeah.
But I'm talking about everyone else that probably hasn't seen it. It is an amazing video. So basically, he talks about the copyrighted system isn't broken, why greedy people are greedy and, taking money from the advertiser, how they abuse the YouTube system, and why there is no better solution as of right now. The fundamental is correct, not broken, but the system itself does not work because the amount of content being uploaded to YouTube is way more than what anyone would ever expect. Same thing goes to Twitch. Twitch has their own algorithm that analyzes and scans the VOD. If you're using a music that's copyrighted, Twitch can also do a DMCA takedown of that VOD and give your channel a strike. Even ban you for a week or a month. Like XQC has gotten into a lot of trouble listening to music on stream, like copyrighted music on stream, but he doesn't care. His channel is so big that he can pay them off to continue listening to those music. So the risk versus reward benefit of having copyrighted and DMCA strike, it's not the best. And all we can do is wait until they update the system, because the system was built in like 18 something. Is very outdated because it's mentioned TV. It's built for television. It's not built for the internet, and the internet is broken. So the short answer is, be safe, use non-copyrighted music, link in the description. Just don't try to do anything with copyrighted music. If you don't have the right to it, don't touch it, don't use it, don't do anything. Make sure to read every information you can about that music, about that song.
Yeah, and I'm actually friends with a musician that has made some Japanese music videos.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked him, "Hey, am I able to can you let me use your music?" And so he said yes. And so that's an important thing because if you get the permission from people, then
Permission
that
isn't
means
enough.
that it's completely fine.
According to YouTube, permission isn't enough. He has to
Really?
upload his YouTube video on, like his music, onto YouTube or Twitch first, and then he also has to claim ownership of it. Then he has to give you the license agreement as well as a document stating you can use his video and his music. You can use his music. So because okay, this is a quick a dumb example, but it is a true thing that actually happened. The original music creator did not upload their music to YouTube, did not claim it, did not get a patent on it by the US or anywhere they live. They did not patent it. They are an individual, so they're not like a big company. It's original track, original music, and someone that listened to the music made a copy version of it and send it, licensed it, copy, claimed it, patented it, did everything legally, but the original content creator did not know about it, uploaded that video, gets tons of views, all the revenue to them, and when the original creator found out about it, filed a lawsuit, but couldn't claim the ownership of it because it was patented by someone else. So he was in a lost case, even though he was the original creator and he has all the file and evidence to back it up. But because how the system is built, it just, there was no written statement, so he couldn't do anything about it. The original content creator just looked at the number and just cried, just sad that it was a losing case. And the other person that stole him literally scammed it out of existence. And there was no legal thing that he can do.
What
So-
song was it?
I don't remember. I don't remember the name, but I know it was a case that exists a few years ago. It changed by now, but I don't remember the song. So what I think your friend,
so messed up.
yeah, it is messed up because greedy people abuse the system, like always. Greedy people are always gonna do that. So your friend, even if he is the owner of the music and he says he gives you a license, that doesn't stop him 2 years from now and say, hey, your video is getting pretty good. Your video is popping off. I see you have advertisement over there. Send a copyright notice, takes all your money. What are you going to do about it? Like, even if you say a verbal promise, you don't know about the future. You want to protect yourself from, things that could happen in the future. If you want to go for long term, that is. If you're not making money from the video, you're still gaining attraction and attention, and people don't want that. If it's not in a positive way that it makes the original creator more money, they're not gonna care about it. If they don't get anything out of it, they're not gonna bother with you. But you get something that they want a piece of, they're gonna keep attacking you until you get they get it. So if your video isn't successful, your friend isn't gonna care. Like, I'm not saying your friend is bad. It's just a what if situation,
Yeah, I'll have to talk to them about that.
Yeah, like if they want to, like, get them in a call with me, I can talk to them as well, just to explain to them and see what their perspective is. Because this has to do with law. Like, I'm not a legal expert in any way.
Yeah.
This is just basic law to figure it out. And it also depends on your country as well for music.
Yeah.
Unless the original creator made it royalty free. Even royalty free music has a problem because the royalty free music has a lifespan of 70 years before it becomes public domain. So within that 70 years, it is going to be in under one person's control. Like, Streambeats is owned by Alpha Gaming. Like, it's owned by Alpha Gaming. So he, even though it's free, he will get all the advertisement and publicity from secondhand viewing to go to his channel. So you have to link back to the original creator of the music. Even if it is royalty free, you still have to link it back. Because if you don't, you can still get...
Still have to link it back, even if it's in the public domain.
Yeah, even if it's public domain, you still have to do
Yeah,
that.
because the public domain only counts for the actual music, but not the actual performance. Like, not
True.
the actual
Yeah,
performance.
the music...
Like, if I did a performance on the song, then I would get the copyright for
pulled
that one performance. But since it's in the public domain, then anybody can do their own performance, but they can't use mine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's basically what
Yeah, that's correct.
basically what the law says.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. That's absolutely true. That's correct. Yeah, like the Tom Scott video talks about it in depth, so I don't need to talk about it a lot. You can just watch that video. He talks about it way better than me. So just go watch. I love that video. So if you want to learn more about the music, the MCA copyright, you watch this video and then do your own research. Do your own diligence. Don't listen to my word. I'm not a legal expert. Don't listen to my word. Do your own research. Okay, anything else?
Right. Let's see if there's anybody in the chat that has any questions.
Yeah. Anyone in the chat has any question? If not, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna send this over to YouTube and edit another video. Mock gaming video tutorial. If no one has any question, it's fine. Ego, can I ask a question? Yeah, feel free. Ask me any question. Ask me anything. I have some Vietnamese people who work that say some word to me. At work, they said some word to me. Okay, well, what did they say? Do you know what they said? Vietnamese people, eh? Usually Vietnamese people try to say the language of whatever they stay in to not be rude, which is normal. If they stay in an English country, they say English.
Super offensive or super nice. Like, that's what I've always.
The main mentality in Vietnamese, yeah. The main thing is with Vietnamese people is they just don't care. Most Vietnamese people have a mentality of we don't care, like we hate everyone the same. We don't worry about stuff. We don't care. They say meow meow, means hurry up. Mao Mao. Oh, Mao Mao. Yeah. Mao Mao is hurry up. Mao Mao. Yeah, Mao is fast. Mao Mao is hurry up. Yeah, that makes sense. And Daiga. They say good job. Daiga. I know Mao. It's called this Mao. Yeah, I know. Okay. Let's see. Daiga, which means good job. Good job is not. Daiga. What is Daiga?
Good job, Vietnamese.
I don't think they say good job. I don't think they say good job in
Yeah,
Vietnam.
no, that's definitely not good job. Is that good job?
I'm trying to figure it out. Làm tốt lắm. Yeah, làm tốt lắm is good job. Làm tốt lắm is good job. Yes, that is a good job. That's good job. Not to be sure or just a slang. Could be a slang because definitely good job is not whatever you type. Well, could be a slang. Vietnamese slang. I don't really talk much about Vietnamese slang, so I don't know what that even means. Like, I know the first one, but I don't know the second one.
Let me try using our microphone into Google Translate and see if that works.
Try it.
Daiga. This is recorded on my browser first.
Daiga. Yeah, it's definitely a slang. Hard work? No, Daiga doesn't mean hard work. I don't know what it means. So whatever the case is, I do not know the second one. Meow meow is hurry up. That's correct. But the second one, I don't know. I can't answer that. I know Vietnamese. I have a lot of experience. I live in Vietnam, of course. So the second one, I have no idea what it is. I'm just confused. Because Vietnamese is basically Latin with a little, hat, different in that horn. Yeah. It could be drastically different with the thing. I just don't know what it means. Oh well. Moving on. Anything else? That's a language, not really to do with Twitch or YouTube, but it's fine. I'll just answer that. I don't think there's any other YouTube or Twitch related question. And we've been streaming for 30 hours. It was a good just chatting. Had a lot of fun talking.
Same.
Okay, you learned a lot. I had fun. Thank you, Ego. Yeah, no problems. No worries. So Napa, I will end the stream now. So we thank you, Panda, for the first hour and the X Guy for the second hour as my guest. I'll be uploading the entire VOD over to my Twitch and YouTube, and I'm not going to edit it. I don't have enough time to edit it. Maybe in the future, I'll make a dedicated video summarizing this entire live stream. But until then, this is going to be unedited over to YouTube. So yeah. Any goodbyes? Any words to say?
Follow me on Twitch and sub on YouTube.
Okay, there you go. For me, my last word is gonna be watch the next video on the playlist. You can subscribe, you can like the video, but I rather you just go watch the next video on the playlist. Okay, bye. But you're an editor, XD. Thank you, Aiko. I am an editor. I'm an editor as my job. I'm a content creator as my business. Bye. Bye, Terrarian252. Hope to see you later today. I'll be playing Among Us and Goose Goose Duck.
Mogus.
Yeah.
Mogus.
Mogus. Okay, that was fun. I'm gonna go now. Work on editing the video. Okay, go watch those 3 channel and figure out what game you want. And send me the list of games you think is good for growing on Twitch. And write down whatever question you got.
For the Mogus.
Yeah, write down the question for the next time we do the just chatting.
Alright.